Hello, everybody. Hello. Does thou hear me? I hope everybody can hear me loud and clear. Let me just make sure that I'm actually on the right thing because I almost done goofed and made it seem like I'm in the wrong platform. But I think everything should be good, A-OK, set, and ready to begin for another exciting week of, you all guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, the PokePod World Podcast, where me and my pals are gathering around to go and talk about things that have gone within the past week. And there is quite a lot to go and discuss. You know, we had a lot of exciting news for any Poke fans with the recent episode of Pocket Monsters 2019, so we're definitely going to be tackling that. And, of course, you know, other things in between that I feel is something worth to, to bring up and discuss. And we will get into those, of course, in due time. I'm just making sure if everything does sound A-OK, good and all that. And as you guys are telling me, it should be good. So I'm going to hop into the call with my pals, and then from there, we're going to go and check things out and make sure everything is running A-OK. So let me hop into the call right now, and let's hope for the best. Boop.
Beep boop.
Okay, I think I'm being heard from you guys. I hope.
We're always hearing you.
Oh god, that's scary, man. There are some things I don't need to get our people here, man. Just saying. But how are you guys doing, though?
All right.
I'm doing pretty good.
Nice. All right, let me just make sure if chat's telling me if they can hear you guys loud and clear.
All right. Yeah, just so far, not a bad start to my spring semester. So
yeah,
good so far. Good.
Yeah, I know. And I given that the chat was bringing it up, I'm pretty confident we're going to have to talk about one certain thing that came up not too very long ago, which is very tragic news and something we will talk a bit about in just a bit. We're just making sure everything is running smoothly as we begin, man. And according to Onion Ninja, yeah, we sound A-OK. So I'm very happy to hear that. Once again, everybody, I want to thank you all so much for being with us here tonight for another week. Of course, we're going to be talking about the newest episode. We're going to be talking about the new magazine scan info that came out not too very long after the podcast that Tasso had on his channel. So it looks like the Poke Curse has gotten to him too. And other things in between. Yeah, so just a couple of things. And I hope you guys are looking forward to all of it. If you are, make sure to, of course, as always, follow here on Twitch. Make sure to be notified whenever we do go live on this platform. If you haven't yet, make sure to go follow these guys on their respective... somebody's telling me e-call. Dear God, no. I hope no e-calls. You better not lie to me. Let me see.
I think he's referring to yesterday.
Yesterday's e-calls. What happened yesterday?
Basically, there was double echo going on.
I'm not surprised. I feel bad for Tessa because he
what happened. And also, what happened was his ISP decided to take a shit, and probably one of the edge routers or something went down, and yeah.
Damn, that is unfortunate.
Yeah,
man.
Freaking had like stupid routing problems for like 20 minutes.
Oof.
So yeah.
I hope the stream went well though after that.
It was all right. But.
Yeah.
No, the problem. Yeah, we had to cut it short because there was a lot of technical problems.
Shit, man. I was wondering why it was like not 2 hours long like the usual sessions you guys tend to have there.
Well, now you know why.
Yeah, man. Well, hopefully the next round that Tassel will have on his podcast, it won't get hiccupy. I can understand his sentiments though with this issue anyway. This is something that unfortunately not many can really resolve because it's internet issue more than anything else, not technical issue.
Technology is still a bitch.
I know, right?
Even in 2020.
Yeah, new decade, still same old bullshit.
That's because there's no net neutrality. So pressure your freaking Congress people to fucking put it back into effect. Because we don't need the man who's drinking the giant fucking Reese's cup to tell us what the fuck to do.
I know, right? If I get a bigger Reese's cup than he will, does that mean I can be the one on top? Is that how it goes?
Maybe.
The bigger the cup, the stronger the power you hold. I will achieve maximum cup length. But until that time,
KG will try to achieve the biggest cup size.
Oh!
Got him.
Got him again.
Oh man, dude. That recent episode though, we're talking about this stupid shit. Oh my god, I had a good laugh with that episode. Now, not the Pokemon
O.
episode, which was still good. I'm talking about that
Double P.
other one.
Give me an A. Give me an A. What does that spell?
Opa. My god, that opening song is so catchy as hell. If you guys haven't heard the full opening of
The other one.
the other one.
I love it.
Hey, look who it is.
The other one.
The other
What's
one.
up?
How you doing, Tyrone?
Introduction.
Don't worry, we're just cheerleading with the OPP AI words, so
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I was late. I was
Introduce yourself.
I was doing Pokemon Showdown fights, and then I got lost. And I was like, "Oh, snaps! PokePod's on."
No, this is actually normal regular time, man. For you.
Oh, sweet. Okay,
Usually
cool.
you're like half an hour or something at some points.
Oh yeah, I was lost in Pokemon Showdown fights.
Ah man, hey, you're starting to get back into the groove on that thing, man.
Yeah. I actually uploaded a video today.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, what?
Thought
So-
you mentioned that.
I was a
Notification
little
go off,
shook.
yeah.
Yeah, content.
I know, right? Tyrone, come on, get back into the game, man. We miss you.
I'm trying. Okay, if everyone can do 20, can get me to 2100, then like I said, I'll eat that Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Yes.
Let's hope for it, man. Let's hope for the best outcome, Tyrone. Chicken sandwich, man. I can't
Do it.
believe we restrict his.
Don't do it for me. Do it for the chicken sandwich.
Exactly. Just do it for him uploading a video of him eating a chicken sandwich, and that's really it. But aside from that, though, everything else good with you, buddy?
Yeah. When you guys gave that announcement, I went from 291 to 294. By the way, to 2094.
Nice.
So I got 3 subscribers that are in for the cause.
All right. If you
Okay.
haven't subscribed to Tyrone yet, first of all, why? And secondly, make sure to do so. You're definitely missing out, man. Especially because we are also a lot on his channel too. So if you want to hear more from us, a lot of the
Yes.
content that we do for commentary for the Pokemon video games are all on his channel, and we have
Yeah.
more coming in the future as well with the finale of Emerald. And
Emerald.
of course,
Which will not be happening tomorrow, by the way.
Oh, okay. So we need to think of something for tomorrow then.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Sonic Adventure 2 randomizer, let's go.
It's been absolutely, it's been absolutely like crazy. I've had no time to play Emerald because again, I have to spend like another few hours just to get my team ready for the next stage of the playthrough. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
have to
Tyrone, would you
actually
be
be
down
there.
for that?
What Sonic Adventure? Yeah, I love Sonic Adventure, so that'll be fun. That'll be
Alright.
fun.
You're
Fun
gonna
time
love it,
with you, man.
randomizer, man. You know nothing about the randomizer, correct?
I can guess at what it is, but no, I've never seen it.
All right, then you're gonna love it. I guarantee you. So tune in tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, where we are going to be doing a stream on the not Pokemon, on no more Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's gonna be hold on until summertime, and we're gonna go into Sonic Adventure 2, the randomizer edition, and I'm excited to show you guys the cool things we're gonna get into it. So yeah. I was not expecting to do a stream tomorrow. I was thinking we were going to do recording, but now I want to take this opportunity to kind of show Tyrone off with the best game ever made, man.
This will definitely be interesting.
Yeah. So look forward to that. But yeah, so I'm kind of glad to hear, things are still going smoothly with your Emerald runs and whatnot. Of course, this means we're also going to have to wait a little longer for our return to commentary, I guess.
And I'm getting back into competitive Pokemon too, so you'll be seeing a lot of VGC Pokemon Showdown fights from me on my content from here on in. So if you're
we
looking
need to get back into the TCG stuff.
my goal is to get KG. My goal is to make you a competitive player. I feel like there's a future in there for you, tournament wise.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm gonna
tournaments.
cheat the system. Is what it feels
Exactly.
like.
That's why I want to get you into the tournament. If I can't make it big, then you can.
I'm remembering that one meme I always see all the time, where it's like, "I raised that boy."
Yeah, I wanna get KG in the competitive just so that he can cause some destruction in the competitive set.
KG will become Merrick for Pokemon.
Right. We're gonna build. So for the next, if it gets enough, if it gets popular enough, me and him are gonna work together and build a team and make him strong enough to fight in competitive.
Yeah, but our cards are so outdated, man.
No, not the cards. I'm talking about the video game.
Oh, that's even worse.
No, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the video game. I want him to be in the video game competitive set. I want him to start wrecking Dracovicious.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Well, first of all, in order for us to do it properly, the only way I will ever enter anything is I have to make sure my entire squad is all shinied up. So we're going to go shiny hunting for those Pokemon
goodness.
first.
Okay, I can't help you with the shiny hunting thing, but I can make them strong.
All right, then I'll definitely take that.
He doesn't need it though. You know,
Why can I see KG with the Merc?
Stupid luck.
I love my luck, and sometimes I just need to let it play out and just see what chaos unfolds, man.
Right.
That's the beauty of it. But man, so let's take some time to just sort of chit chat with the chat for a little bit and talk about things that have been going down these past few days. And of course, there was a very tragic incident that has affected the lives of many people across the world, especially because this man was. First of all, he passed away at such a young age. This man didn't deserve it. And it hurt even more for me when his daughter was also confirmed as well. Yeah, so very hurtful time. Especially because it was such a good day that day, too. You know what I mean? Everybody was such in a positive attitude during the beginning of the day. Because
Pokemon was trending as well, and then that got ruined by Kobe's death.
Yeah, man, the death of the legendary.
And it makes me afraid because Kobe was only 10 years older than me.
Hey, listen, man, like you can have the numbers can go high up to 90, but it don't matter if events like these play out. That's why everyone always tells you every single day, just cherish every moment like it's your last, because you really cannot tell when it'll be your last. So make sure to always keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know, and I know it's like the other thing. It's like that, and then of course you have the old meme video, dumb ways to die. You have that too. Mm-hmm. So just watch out what you're doing. Don't do anything stupid. Don't freaking go into your random bodega and try to buy K2 and smoke that shit. Don't do that. Don't do anything fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm. Cherish what you got, man, instead of trying to ruin it.
Don't destroy your body with drugs. Don't do anything that can, make death come death come faster to you. Just enjoy every minute.
Yeah, because tomorrow can't always be promised. Just one of the few quotes that I keep in mind from time to time.
Yeah, man. So always keep that in thought, everybody. It's always very important for that. But instead of always just mourning over, it is of course something we will do. We should always as well take this opportunity to kind of look into the more brighter side of this person's career.
He was so famous. Every time you shoot a paper ball into a trash can, that was the name you shout out.
No other name, no Michael, no Jordan, no none of that.
Right. So think of it. So he was an icon, definitely.
Yeah.
So he and someone made a post on Facebook, I believe, that actually spoke to a lot of people, me included. Whenever you do make your shot, and do the trash can shot, or just even if you do basketball and you say that and you make the shot, that means he's always there with you. He's there in spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of shouting out Kobe, whenever you make a shot, just shout out for Kobe.
For Kobe,
For Kobe,
so add a 4 to it.
That was a pretty cool tweet that I found recently.
Yeah, say for Kobe. That's nice.
And on the other side of the spectrum, as I posted yesterday as well on Twitter, people were just randomly just shitting on the Pokemon official Twitter because he decided to just post a GIF of Dragonite. Why the fuck do you want to do that? Why the fuck do you do that? It's like, okay, just because a person that gets paid for social media posting for a company that was trying to get a trend that was there for 5 hours.
Yeah. And also they couldn't have predicted it because it was just mere minutes after they posted it too.
Yeah, and it's like these people saying, "Oh, you should have you're insensitive. You should have fucking done something for Kobe." It's like, yo, they don't have any fucking reason to do that. First of all, if a celebrity, I'm sorry, if a celebrity dies, that doesn't mean the whole world has to fucking stop. It doesn't mean that. Yes, we can acknowledge it, but we are not forced to. We're not forced to go ahead and acknowledge it.
Right.
In a professional setting. Remember, this is a professional setting. It's a professional account. Okay? If it was a personal account, then it's a completely different set of rules.
Workers individually can pay their tributes and respects on their own time, but it's still business still has to keep going. And
exactly.
And I've always believed in that too, only because when it comes to celebrity deaths, it's sad. It's just as sad
Absolutely.
as if anybody else goes down.
Yeah.
But like we personally don't know that person. So the family is obviously going to be more impacted than us. That doesn't mean we don't pay our respects and we don't, say what we have to say. But, like he said, like TSS just said, keep it professional. They're doing their business. They're just doing their job. They can't be responsible for every event that happens on Earth because it happened so quickly. Like nobody knew until what? Like the tweet started coming in instantly.
It's like 3:00. It was like 3
was
p.m.
it was mere minutes.
So they probably didn't know. Like out of all respect,
Absolutely.
they probably didn't even know until it just hit. They already set up their stuff because they still have a business to run.
Mhm.
Well, and then of course, then we have another can of worms saying that okay, the Pokemon Twitter over here cannot officially reference what went on in Japan because they're probably under NDA or other shit by TPC. That's the other thing. So that's another can of worms that you have to get into. But don't make somebody's celebrity death. Don't involve that shit.
Yeah,
And
don't attack
And on top of that, of course, you have the Dexit motherfuckers too, so that they're not immune either. And it's like, well, instead of complaining to them like every single 5 minutes, how about you do something freaking constructive with your lives?
Yeah.
Instead of complaining all the fucking time, maybe once in a while complain is fine, but do something else, do something productive, make a
Right.
video. I make when I'm angry or do anything else, I make fucking AMVs to try to keep everything distracted. So do something creative with your negative energy instead of
Right.
just using it to attack somebody.
Right.
Yep. And also rip Kobe because I couple of things I want to say about Kobe since I'm the oldest here.
Sure.
Yeah, I remember Kobe playing obviously when he was with Shaq. Shaq and Kobe were best buds back in the late 90s, early 2000s when they were on the Lakers.
The
together.
good old days. Mhm.
Exactly, the good old days. I remember playing the shit out of NBA Courtside on the N64. And usually I'm not a person, I used to play a lot of like old time sports games for like the Genesis and the N64 back in those days.
Mhm.
And I really enjoyed just playing that. And I remember playing the Lakers a few times, even though I'm a Knicks fan. The Knicks, the Dolans have treated the Knicks like shit ever since fucking Patrick Ewing left. But we're not going to fucking go into that. But I have the utmost respect for Kobe. He was a great player, a legendary player, 81 points, 81 point game. I think it was back in like 05 or something. And then of course, all of the he's a great family man. He was a great businessman as well, and charitable person. And he's like one of those guys you never had to complain about. He treated everybody with respect and he treated everybody with kindness. But it's the old saying, only the good die young. Again, that rings true in this case as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Oh yes,
That's a nice picture.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that is an official, in case you're wondering, an official Nintendo of America Christmas card from 1998, which does feature
nice.
the legendary
Yes.
man himself, Kobe Bryant, at that time.
Yeah, because that's what the NBA game, because the full title is NBA Courtside featuring Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, it was based on that man. So he, of course, alongside with another man.
And that game plays really well. If you haven't played it on original hardware emulator, you should do it. It's a really great basketball game that has like a kind of a third person view from behind as opposed to kind of the standard like 2D view. So you should really check that out. It's a really good game, really good basketball physics.
Yeah.
So
Overall, like it's
I'm sure they're gonna reference this picture again at some point. Like Nintendo has to like acknowledge it.
Oh yeah, and
well,
by the way, Ken Griffey Jr. on the other side there.
Yeah.
That's because Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. came out
around the same time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's one of the best baseball games I've played anyway. So
Nice.
again, those two games, NBA Courtside and Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. two of the best sports games on the console.
Yeah, and I do want to say something.
Donnie Arts. Which one? The Ken Griffey Jr. one or the Kobe one? The Kobe one. The Kobe one is NBA Courtside featuring Kobe Bryant, and the one with Ken Griffey Jr. is Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. Okay. Yeah, it's just NBA Courtside. They also made an NBA Courtside 2, but I'd never played that one. I've only played the original one. But yeah, NBA Courtside.
All right, and I do want to say something about Kobe's death because, you know, coming from California and a place that's pretty much known for you pretty much have a split between Golden State fans and as well as Lakers fans.
Mm-hmm.
And the 5 Clippers fans out there too.
Yeah, and those the few Clippers fans out there, but yeah, but anyways, especially here in California, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the videos where there's been footage in LA and especially around the Staples Center where people have even set up memorials and just complete silence over just the death of this guy. And you could just really see just how much just how much of an influence Kobe especially left in California and around Los Angeles. Now, coming from someone that did grow up around Lakers fans, especially yesterday, I was at the mall and I realized that there was a lot of stores that had a lot of Kobe products sold out hours after his death. So,
wow,
it's just been a really crazy day. And also, wow, I can't believe I actually forgot this. Just today, there was actually a memorial set up at my university late in the day when I was heading over to the library. Which, it just comes to show just how much of an impact that he's left on people, not just here in California, not just the United States, but he's been a huge icon for the longest time in people and athletes alike around the world. So it was just a really sad day. But the amount of respect that these people are doing, setting up memorials and buying their his products, huge respect to the fans as well for showing respect to for not just this talented athlete, but a very kind-hearted person as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he had a lot of plans, man. Like, after retirement, he had goals that he wanted to achieve. Like, he even called his second phase. Hell, his daughter, Gigi, like, one of the coolest things I always loved about her daughter was, and this was in interviews that Kobe Bryant would have had in a couple of shows where he would talk about how, his fans would come up to be like, hey, what's going on? Yo, you and Vanessa, you need to hook up and get yourself a boy, because all of the kids that he has are daughters. And like, we need a guy here to go and represent or to continue on the legacy of Kobe Bryant. And then Gigi would come out as like, oi, I'm right here. I'm gonna do that for you. You don't need no man. I'm gonna take that position. I'm gonna be the successor to Kobe. And you would see Kobe's response be like, yeah, of course you can do it. You go, girl. I'm supporting you 110%, And you could tell how much, how much Gigi cared and just adored her father. Like, I remember there was a video that came out like not too long ago where Gigi would come back from a dance, and literally from that dance she would go to the basketball gym and start shooting hoops while still wearing her high heels and her party dress on.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it's stuff like that, that really made me just like, when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, that's so adorable, but also at the same time just hurt tragically, because it's like, she really like they loved it, they loved each other and they cared for each other, and it just hurts to just see them go. Exactly. It's very rare, man, to see that kind of thing. Usually, the whole thing that many people have in their mindset is always the father-son relationship, but never really a father-daughter kind of thing. And seeing more of that in this life, and also much respect to Kobe too for respecting other parts of the world, like language-wise. He was able to speak Italian. He spoke in Spanish too.
Oh, like, yeah.
Like, go on.
Yeah. Sorry, not just that, but he also has a huge amount of respect for different sports and the athletes that play those different sports. Like, I know that's how much of an impact that he's had worldwide, because he also getting the respect of soccer players like Neymar, and Ronaldo, and Messi, as well as some some baseball players, some European basketball players as well. So
Yeah,
No,
he adored everything and everyone, really.
Kobe, by actual definition, is a cultured man.
Yeah. He loves just about everything. And I also have to say, too, another thing I loved about Kobe's overall persona is his commercials. Have you guys ever seen his commercials recently? Now, given, a lot of people have been posting them online as well.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites till this day has to be the commercial with Nike that he did alongside with Kanye West, where it would be like Kanye would be like, well, okay, I heard what you said, but how do I be more, what can I do to be more successful? And then, Kobe would respond and be like, be more successful. How can I keep break more records? And then Kanye would like at one point be like, but I'm the best. And then Kobe would come out and say like, but are you a different beast and the same animal? And then Kanye would just look at him and be like, the fuck are you talking about, Kobe Bryant? And my favorite response that Kobe would give is like, you're welcome. And the entire crowd just cheers in the background, and Kanye's like, what the fuck did this man just say? It's like shit like that. I love it. Like, but I'm the best. They're like, yeah, but are you a different beast and the same animal? What the fuck does that even mean, Kobe Bryant?
What?
You're welcome.
Right.
Like that commercial had me rolling because Kanye is just like what the fuck did this man just say to me right now? I don't even understand. It's shit like that, man. And this world is gonna miss him because it's not just about the legacy
Definitely.
that he had left in this world. I mean, 2 decades worth of basketball history under his belt and everything, but it was more about what he wanted to do with his life moving forward after retirement, because this man really did so much if you think about it. First of all, he won an award for a short that he created alongside with some other folks. I believe John Williams also did the music for that short. It's like a beautifully animated short regarding just the history behind Kobe himself leading to become who he is and his love for basketball, and that won an award. Of course, there was movies that he was also partaking in, or at least I think he wanted to. It's stuff like that. Yeah, it was an Oscar. So yeah, he won an Oscar for a short, and I'm like, that's really incredible for this man, who's a basketball player, to come out of nowhere and earn himself an award like that. Incredible. He also had camps. The whole thing, the reasoning behind the helicopter crash was that he was intending to go to, I believe, a basketball camp alongside with his daughter and 3 other people, which we learned were also coaches who were also going in to assist with Kobe in the camp. So it really is just very painful to think about that these people, these innocent lives who just simply wanted to put a smile on people's faces when we're in the time of crisis as is, with what's going on outside in this world and the slow and painful increase in this virus that's now spreading amongst the world that I don't think there's even a cure for right now. It's important for everybody to be safe,
Corona.
be careful. So like we mentioned before, cherish every minute like it's your last. You don't know what will happen moving forward, so don't let a single second just pass by. Use every moment and make it count. And
Exactly.
And that's really all I can say on that. So, once again, Kobe, you're a legend. You made so many changes to the world. You even changed basketball as a whole. It was thanks to this man basketball became what it is as you see it today.
Yeah,
he amongst others.
He was, and I'll butt in here. He was the real spiritual successor to Michael Jordan, not not King James. I'm sorry, Kobe was the one who did it first.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also, talking about basketball, huge respect to the NBA for let the shot clock run out, the 24 seconds, and not to mention that there were also some various organizations that had players wear the number 8 and 24 in commemoration for this man. And also I believe it was one of the higher ups of the Dallas Mavericks who decided, I think it was the commissioner, not the commissioner, the general manager of the Dallas Mavericks who decided to retire to number 24 for the team. So so he has definitely a huge impact in the NBA.
So yeah, and I think in this case, I think what's going to happen is the NBA is going to do the same thing like the Major League Baseball did when Jackie Robinson retired, and they made a memorial. Actually, well, they made a memorial many years after 50th anniversary of his debut in the MLB, and that is retiring to number 42. Mm-hmm. So now I think it would be right if the entire NBA just retires number 24 in his honor.
Yeah, it was Mark Cuban. He was
Mark Cuban. Yep.
The Mavericks
Shark Tank. Buying your freaking plastic crap and for like $200,000 for a 10% stake of your company. Right. But anyway.
But yeah, once again, much respect, Kobe. Thank you for what you've done. We love and appreciate you, and hopefully wherever you are, with your daughter anyway, you're out there shooting hoops till the end of time, man.
And let's wish his family the best of recovery as well.
To Vanessa, the other daughters, and also don't forget as well to the other family members who were with Kobe at the time as well, the coaches as well. So,
yeah, rest in peace to those other victims as well.
Yeah, no one deserved to have this fate, and we can only just send our thoughts and prayers in these times. But once again, we did our best to try to also look in the bright side of Kobe's history, because it's not always about mourning; it's also about celebrating the legacy that this man had given us and given us joy. I mean, that's why even if you're not even a basketball player, the words Kobe. Every time you shoot a hoop, had to have
Kobe Bryant is a household name, like pretty much like Michael Jordan.
Exactly. When you think of big basketball stars, you think of Michael Jordan, Shaq, and even the man himself, Kobe.
Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson.
A lot of big figures.
Magic Johnson.
It's quite fun, and actually, if you think about it this way, next year will be, I believe, 30 years since Magic Johnson contracted HIV, and he's still living because he was able to get the medication. He got infected just as they figured out the cocktail combination. That's why he's still living now.
Nice.
Damn! Wow, I did not know.
Because I think he contracted HIV. I think in 91 or 90. Yeah, I think 91.
Yeah.
So he's still living. So yeah, he's been that's another household name that is still a philanthropist and a huge influence in this sport. Also I like the video that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did as well. Very heartfelt.
Indeed, man. Hold on, let me just make sure. All right then. Well, I guess with all that out of the way, let's try to also put ourselves in more positive light and try to make the best out of it.
How many people will get that one?
Oh, I think a few.
No, because I want to talk about I want to talk about it 2 seconds. I'm not a wrestling guy, but I just loved all the online reactions to Edge returning at freaking Royal Rumble. The pop, the pop for that was just crazy. My favorite one is I think it was like 3 Dutch guys reacting, and then they scared the shit out of the dog. Scared the shit out of the dog.
Oh no, not the woofer. He didn't deserve that.
Poor lad. But you know what? I don't blame the reactions because Edge is probably one of the most entertaining wrestlers in the industry. So
I haven't watched it, to be honest. My brother's a wrestling fan, but last time I watched anything like anything wrestling was probably around 2000. But I know that Edge was freaking crazy. But to think that he came back from triple spinal surgery, triple neck surgery, the spinal surgery. And now he's back and cleared 9 years after the surgery.
Yeah.
Nobody thought he would be coming back, but all the people reaction you see all the videos in the crowd, and also the people at home. Especially like the British and Australian reactions. Those are fucking great too.
Yeah.
It was a shocker.
And, you know, I'm gonna feel bad for Edge, who don't really know who he is in WWE. Or they're gonna look at it as like, oh hey, he's a guy from the show Vikings.
Oh man, I can't believe they got the guy from Vikings to be a WWE wrestler now. That's incredible. Oh my boy. All right then. So
Anyway, so
you guys ready to finally get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it. We needed that little moment because for a lot of people, the sadness of Kobe and then Edge coming back, that made their whole day that complete 180. That's
Yeah, we were in a roller coaster of emotions during that one day, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so now I think we're finally going back into the positive light. So let's now
back
go.
to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah, indeed. After these commercial messages from our sponsors. No, I'm just kidding. Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, God.
The mobile game for fucking.
It was an Android device.
Yes.
What is this game you say? I have no idea. But hey.
I have no fucking clue. I just love the fact that it shows up everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, if the devs out there are listening to us, they would like for us to sponsor this shit. Hey, we would not mind one single bit. I would fucking, sell out if I had to do it.
Oh, look,
I love. By the way, I just loved. I always at, especially since the first theme they had that as well. And it was, anyway, continuing on. Let's go now. What are we going to talk about first? We're going to talk about the scan.
Okay, let's talk about the Twitter trend. Why don't we first?
We're gonna talk
let's
about.
talk about first, and then we'll do.
We're gonna talk about Tim Tams.
What the fuck is that? The
Exactly.
girl from Naruto?
No.
Oh.
It's a Pokemon ripoff game that's on Steam.
Oh, yeah, no. Trust me, I know what it is. It has that platypus that was supposedly a leak.
Yeah, the Fakeamon that wound up. So that just lets you know, hey.
Well, the guy got paid for it, so the artist got paid for it.
That,
so
that
that
lets
was
you
good.
know. So even if your
Temtem.
dreams can be
And
more.
Yajibe, the music will all. I think a few people doing. I know Filippo is working on it as well as Mask Meowth, and then Kevin C is going to be working on the. I think not the dub music, but he's working on the dub cast list for all the seasons.
Yeah.
So
we got a lot of fans actually coming in to contribute on this cause. It's really incredible. Like everybody.
Well, I mean, yeah, we always look for folks to help us index. I mean, we want this to be the most comprehensive anime index, out there.
Yeah.
And it's a project that's been going on since like 2002. So
Let's get back into it, shall we?
Yes.
Twitter. For some reason, I woke up this morning, just was like, okay, what's going on in the news today? I get a notification from my app telling me, hey, this happened. I'm like, excuse me? Where it's in regards to Ash's newest capture. And I'm just like, for a second, baffled. First of all, because we're literally in episode 10. And secondly, when did Pokemon anime just started to become a lot more trendy lately? Ever since the champions victory,
ever since Ash won.
ever since that moment when he won that battle and became a champion, and then going into the fight against Kukui with the finale, which is still to this day the greatest battle of all time for the Pokemon anime series to me personally. The finale of Sun and Moon, the start of Pocket Monsters, with Lugia and whatnot, and then here with episode 10. God, man, Pokemon, it makes me very happy as a fan of the Pokemon anime series to see the anime in a positive, light, because a lot of people tend to shit talk Ash, given the fact that he's never earned a trophy for so many years, decades,
Well, and plus I got ear raped by Batman, but that's another story.
But that's a whole different topic on its own self. But, the thing is, it's incredible. It's really great to see Ash just being seen as a much more competent kind of character now to the faces of many people, new and young in the community. Because now this is a champion guy right here. We got a champion under our belt. Finally, He's amazing. What kind of new things is he going to get in this new series? A lot of people have been speculating. A lot of people have been theorizing. There's just a lot of enjoyment now with Ash as a character. And I you know, as I mentioned, as a fan of the Pokemon anime series, this just does nothing but, you know, give pure joy in my heart. And I'm happy for that. So, with that being said, how do you exactly top all the events that have led to this episode? You give Ash a Pokemon that I've been asking for 2 decades now.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of pseudo dragons, and you picked that one? No.
Remember, this was during the
Respect
Kanto days when I
Dragonite,
was a
Tyrone.
young boy, okay? When there were only
That's
150
Dragonite,
Pokemon.
bitch.
Like, when you think
I
about...
don't know. Dragonite to me always connects with either Lance or like a trainer that already has it. That's probably why I was thinking of. I mean, I'm glad he caught it. That's fine. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. Ash has a Gibble, so I was thinking.
Listen, man, that Gibble ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, because that's just Diamond and Pearl's incompetence. But
Yeah. Oh, damn,
I
I
don't
didn't
know.
expect to hear those words mixed together.
Well, yeah, they did good with Chimchar, but then all of Ash's other Pokemon went to the shit stands afterwards.
Except
They were like,
Gliscor. No,
Yeah,
actually,
they were like-
Gliscor's went to a...
Well, no, Ash had to throw Gliscor away so that Gliscor can come back and be a beast.
Yeah, like, listen, I'm training my Chimchar right now. You take care of my Gliscor for me.
Right, he had to leave and then come back and be better. But
Yeah.
all this, like, Turtwig, poor Turtwig, he was such a boss. And then Infernape happened, and then Torterra just became a disappointment.
He never got 100. He got a 0% win streak as a Torterra, didn't he?
Yeah, evolving was literally the worst thing that ever happened to him.
Damn, man. Poor lad.
Riders
I mean,
couldn't
yeah,
make it work.
I'm gonna get used to Ash's Dragonite. Like, that's the mission I've made for myself, is to get used to it. I always pictured Dragonite as Lance's Pokemon. That just is his.
Except now, thanks to this new magazine, it seems like it isn't going to be his, at least in the anime world anyway.
Notice how I have not talked about Iris at all.
Who?
But Iris has a Dragonite, but her whole gimmick was that Dragonite wouldn't listen to her. And it definitely has a personality. That's no mistake. But I don't know. I've always viewed Lance as like the Dragonite trainer. So when I saw Ash with it, I'm just like, all right.
Remember, Tyrone, he's a champion now, so he gets a little bit more freeway, and, you know...
He wasn't a champion when he got the pseudo-legendary in Kalos. He got 2 pseudo-legendaries in Kalos.
To be fair, he trained them to make them evolve and to be what they are. This one, he
Yeah.
just caught it straight off as is, as a motherfucking Dragonite.
Yeah, but
I low-key
there was
kind of
so-
wish there was a battle. I wish that Pikachu and Dragonite had a small little scrap before just to show off its new flying abilities.
I think it wouldn't work in the context, and we'll get into the review on that momentarily, of course.
Yeah.
You know, but like as it stands, though, I'm really happy with this for 2 reasons. One, you have no idea where this series is gonna go moving forward. That could be a good or a bad thing depending on how you view it, but like, it makes me very happy to see that now with this episode, anything can go down in this series for Ash as a character and for Go. Well, Go, I think everybody already has an idea of what he is going to be as a character. It's just Ash is now going to be the surprise character in this series. And I think that's the best part about this to look forward to. It's just like, now you don't know what his next Pokemon going to be. Is it going to be, you know, Riolu? Is it going to be Ditto? Is it going to be another... you know, a Lolamon, you know, etc. We don't really know what's going to go down. It's a mystery, and I think that right there is probably going to be what will lead Pocket Monsters 2019 into becoming a really fun series, because now, with the events that had transpired in this episode, their speculations can go wild and through the roof, and there might be at one point one of them to come out right, you know? But
Yeah,
it's... Go on? Go on,
I'll
Evie?
let you finish.
Oh no, I was pretty much.
No, he was done.
Oh, you were done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you sure? You don't have any more to
Yes.
say?
Yeah, that was it.
Yes.
Anyways.
Make you think about that for a second.
Press X to doubt.
But anyways, I talked about this on Tassel's podcast that, you know, the fact that you don't really know where this is going to go, you know, you could actually trace this back to Sun and Moon. As a matter of fact, with the recent events that's been happening lately, you should actually thank Sun and Moon, because think about it, you weren't expecting Ash to win the Pokemon League. You weren't expecting Ash to actually be using 2 legendaries to begin with, and I think with just some of the events that have transpired on Sun and Moon, the writers have been taking a lot of routes that we weren't really expecting. That really goes beyond what we expect from these writers. They're switching some of it. They approach things with a different formula. So,
Yeah.
Already 10 episodes into Pocket Monsters, I'm really excited to see how they're going to handle this series.
Yeah.
Somebody put, I will not thank Sun and Moon. I'll thank Sun and Moon, but you gotta thank X and Y for Sun and Moon. So I feel like it goes that
so
way.
of course I gotta take my poison along
Because
with this,
X
I
and-
see.
No, I mean, because X and Y taught Ash something too. No matter how good you are or how good you get, you need to learn to accept. Him and his Pokemon need to learn how to accept losing, and they did that. And
Yeah,
were
they
able to
did
chill out.
They did that.
Yeah,
by
they were
locking
able to-
themselves in a room and fucking snorting fucking powder.
But wait,
Mhm.
if you
I don't-
have to also thank XY, then that means you also have to thank Best Wishes for XY.
No,
Because
That-
canonically,
That's a reboot.
Best Wishes and X and Y are like actual,
Linear.
yeah.
They're linear.
Like you need, literally, Best Wishes ends off with him in the X and Y design, man.
Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to Lumio's
No,
trainer.
unfortunately, you have to.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Lumio's trainer Zach for this one because he actually did put this into perspective.
Yeah.
He stated that when Ash lost in X and Y, it helped ease his mind up when he went to Alola. He realized that he doesn't have to be like so concentrated and hell bent on the results of a Pokemon battle, and because of that, he learned how to just have fun with it and reopen that magic he had in like just enjoying a Pokemon battle for the sake of enjoying it, which allowed him to be a better sport in Alola and allowed him to win the league.
John Game says thanks Yokai Watch for Sun and Moon. Yeah, that's
Jesus
Kind of-
Christ.
Oh,
But
okay then.
it's-
Without a doubt, thank you so much, Yokai Watch, because you gave me my series. I don't care if no one else enjoys it. I enjoyed it, and therefore it's the perfect series
Thank
to me.
Lumio's trainer Zach.
Make sure to follow him if you haven't checked out his
Yeah,
channel,
follow
though.
him.
Much respect to the lad. Hopefully, we can all work together one day. I was talking about
I would love to work together because like I said, we have a lot of different viewpoints, and I'd like to see his take on some of these things with us.
Him, Entity Maze, and the others are.
Oh yeah, and also Editing Maze. I know
They're-
I know they're there, but it's like I haven't followed them, and then,
They're
like
in
I
the-
feel so bad.
Yeah, they're in the Annie Poke Boys, I believe.
Yeah, the only issue is just more so, of course,
Time.
the worst of it all, again, time restraints and everything.
Oh, yeah, because they're-
time
because-
zones.
Yeah, because they're 5 hours ahead. It's like, well, when
Yeah.
we do it, it's like 3 a.m. for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we got the Annie Poke Boys, we got PokePod, and we got Tass Official. We got 3 very competent Pokemon podcasts out here.
Yeah,
Might just
from
have to appear in all three
all
of
with
them.
their own different sorts of peoples, all with their different sorts of opinions.
One day we will get the biggest Pokemon crossover this world has ever seen.
And then Twitch will blow up.
Exactly.
then-
Oh, yeah.
Then we have to
Twitch-
wait for Mexico to clean up the
I
mess.
feel like that's the crossover. TSS. I feel like that's the crossover that's gonna finally get us ahead of fucking Japan. But that's the one right there. Because we always play second fiddle to them.
Now, if only-
because they're dedicated. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does live here in NY.
Yeah, it's like why the fuck don't we like fucking meet up? It's like what the fuck? It's like, hey, Saturday.
We'll figure out.
Yeah,
figure
over
out
time
future.
we'll figure the things out. But
Yeah,
yeah,
for
like
the future.
we talked about it before. We did
If
mention
you
we
think
would
it's a
love
good
to work
idea,
together.
you can. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just more we just need to figure out a time and a spot to do it, because if we don't have the time, it's gonna be hard for everybody, man. It's just how it is. But
Avengers, Avengers.
yeah, so
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna be the
On your
Avengers.
yeah,
Right.
Endgame Pokatuber style. Hey, listen, man, get the best of the speakers right there, the podcasters grouped together in one showdown for a talk about
3
how Ash
hours
is the
and we'll
greatest
have no
character of all
voice at
time.
the end of it.
Yeah, we're gonna have no voice. We're gonna be cutting each other off every 5 seconds, man. It's what's gonna happen.
Well, it's gonna be chaotic, but it's gonna be a great.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
On your left.
It's gonna be fun.
On your left, you hear an echo. Good morning. Good morning.
John! It's John!
Oh, yeah.
on your other left.
It's gonna be like the Royal Rumble, except for fucking Pokemon.
Wait, who would be the Thanos then?
Hello, everybody. It is I, the Chornic. What?
Like what? What?
Dean just pops up into the chat.
Oh god.
You know, we need to have Mucho Halucha back as well. But,
Oh yeah, right now he's I think still he's still doing fine, I believe. He's
Sergi, is that
Sergi,
you?
yeah, one of them needs to be like Ant-Man and just come out of the rubble and just bring 2 other people with him.
Right.
KG,
God.
because KG's a Poke Troll. I would be the fan. And I was okay.
Make it happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the one.
We'll have a taco party for everybody.
Shit, is that gonna be my kryptonite? But yeah, guys, don't expect any of it now. Of course, you know we will indeed make it happen. But just let everybody know, support everyone else. Let them know that you enjoy their content. Show that your love and support to each content creator. Let them know you would love to see stuff like this happen in the future, because as long as you continue to support them and us, of course, we will continue to create content like this for you guys to enjoy. So,
and absolutely, and let me make this straight up right now. We're willing, you know, all these guys, we're willing, you know, we do our separate things. You know, we give respect, we give each other mutual respect to whatever they do, because everybody makes their own unique content.
Yeah, we got no time to have hatred amongst people who all love the same thing.
Absolutely.
exactly.
You know, and there's yeah, because you know, and there's a lot of other fandoms of like people have bad blood against each other, all this shit. No, there's absolutely none. We have a mutual respect for the major groups. So, you know, do your own thing, support them, support us, and then we'll be there for you.
Support the official release.
Yep.
Yeah. Send your letter. World premiere.
World premiere.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's. Once TPCI gives the green light and then we get fucking subs, I'm going to be making that video that says world premiere exclusive. I'm going to be making that shit.
And we're going to use that shit at the start of every stream.
World premiere, and then you're gonna have those same 3 Dutch guys reacting to the.
We're gonna have to get the fucking AMV memes out and shit. Yeah.
Nah, man. I gotta start getting back into doing more of those MADs, man. Because I don't do much editing no more since it's mostly been streaming nowadays. I should probably take this chance to kind of rework my editing stuff, because I miss doing that, man. I just recently reposted the XY thing, and I'm like, oh man, I would love to do it again.
Which, by the way, KG, did you get the news?
Yes, it's coming in April. Was it April or March?
It's April. April 9th, I believe.
All right, well, that's a good time for me anyway, because March would be a busy month for me.
Looks like it's going to be on Thursday, so...
All right, Evie, we got to start preparing for those Thursdays, boy. We want to do snafu reactions, buddy. Oh, man, I miss those XY ones. Perfect. I miss them, too. Only reason why I stopped doing them was just because of ShowPro taking down my MAD on YouTube.
The fake ShowPro.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, shit, if I, all that hard work is going to go out like that, then what's even the point? But, now social media has evolved, and Twitter has become a better place to post these kind of things on their platform. So I'm going to post those MADs on, on Twitter.
That's why I post the unaltered footage and some of the shorter ones there.
Yeah, I might actually what I might do for the next one, if I want, I might try to do one for May and Drew, honestly, just to see how that turns out.
Oh, there's gonna be some people that will love that shit.
I disapprove of that shit.
I didn't. Yeah, well, no, the problem is that song is overused.
The only thing is, I just need to find
a live version from 1982 or something.
The only thing I just need to do is figure out a opening to mimic, because that was the whole premise behind Snafu's opening. I used Snafu's design gimmick to create the XYZ version, so I need to find an opening that would work well for May and Drew, honestly. So if you guys have any suggestions, you can always let me know. On social media, on Twitter. You're
talking to a man who has a unlimited database of music in my brain that I can think of things.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure something out. I might go for an anime style opening for that one. So the Sunny Moon one, KG. Okay, that unfortunately, because of what happened with ShowPro, I had to put that on cancel, folks. I'm sorry for that.
Damn.
You know what, KG? You should make one with the Easy Breezy opening. I'd like to see that from you.
Oh man, I was gonna work on.
I saw the one with Sonic. That was a good one.
They made a Sonic.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be that's incredible. I saw the Ed and Eddie one with the sisters. Dude, that shit was that shit was great.
That was pretty good.
I don't even know what kind of characters I would use for the easy breezy one. Team Rocket.
That would be a good idea, actually.
Yeah, I would have like Jesse James and Meow with Wobfet there for that. Oh god, now I need some animators to do the dance with them.
You can actually make that work.
Oh man, I'm gonna start looking it up. I'm gonna just mimic the dance that they've done in Pocket Busters and just do that. All right, well we'll figure something out over time. But yeah, that Sun and Moon one that I was talking about before.
Music is the big fucking gun from what?
Dude.
What?
Oh my god.
If there's anything, I'd rather use a fucking Radio Disney death metal version of a song.
Oh, that would be glorious, though. What are you saying?
Well, actually, yeah, because I could think of a few.
Man,
you know what's funny? I have like maybe 35 AMVs that I've written down, and then I don't have the footage to make them.
I know, man. It's like we have all these tools and utensils to do stuff, and then it's like
there's no footage.
Yeah, it's like no footage.
I'm trying to. It's like I have the music, I have a great idea, but the footage that I want doesn't exist yet.
Okay, quick question. TS, I need to ask, how much episodes do you have from AG?
All of them?
Yeah, I would say he has the whole thing.
Okay, I'm gonna need to talk with you later to give me the files for all the Drew and May ones then.
Right. The only thing is I only have TV caps, so they're gonna look like shit. Some of them, but not.
I had to do that with X and Y, man, and it still came out okay with me. So.
Well, no, because those are digital. These are analog, so
that is true.
They won't look the best, but they'll be okay. But it's fine because there's no logos. But you know, the best ones will probably be getting the DVDs, the rentals. But
well, I don't even know where you can get rentals these days, man. For that.
Well, I can get them, but the problem is I don't know what you got to tell me which episodes, and I got to get the discs, and then I got to give it to you.
Shit. All right, we're gonna have to do some work behind the scenes, boys, if we want to get this back on track. How do I reset with my Twitch Prime? It won't let me. I didn't use it yet for this month. In regards to that, I believe what you have to do is hit the.
You have to wait until expired.
No. He said he didn't use it the month yet. You have to go to the subscribe button on the top right. I think there's like that little purple button up there, and then it would tell you about like if you scroll down, it would tell you to use your Twitch Prime. So that's that.
Yeah, and then it will also like for example for me it says your next Twitch Prime sub will be available on February the 6th. So you have to you in order to use a Twitch Prime sub, you cannot sub automatically. You have to wait until the expiration date, and then you have to manually resub.
Yeah, it's a very weird thing. Also, make sure if you haven't yet to also make sure if your Twitch is actually connected to Twitch Prime, which it is because I could tell by the crown icon that you have.
Give us the Lost AG subs. Well, gotta get people for us.
Yeah, man. We're only just starting to finally get back on track with the things with like having alternate Kevin here working on the dub side, Filippo on the music tracks, man, and all that. So eventually they will come, but I highly doubt you'll see them anytime soon, man. I'm still crying until that day when I can finally see that AG Battle Frontier arc subbed, man. That's gonna be the best moment ever in my life. Like that Battle Frontier arc to me is one of my favorite arcs within the series of Pokemon. Yeah, none shall ever forget the power of Suba. But I guess now we should finally go into reviewing our episode of the week. Why don't we?
No, we're not there yet. And let me tell you why.
Because we gotta talk about Tim Tims.
No.
Tim Tims.
No, Tim Hortons. No, we gotta talk.
I'm actually surprised.
On
a serious note, I'm actually surprised we're not talking about it. It is a Pokemon inspired.
No. Well, I can't talk about something I haven't really touched on. You know, like I haven't played the game.
I'm surprised you haven't, KG. You spend money on stuff.
Yeah, but it's more on waifu stuff, not really games that look like Pokemon.
Not on Steam stuff.
Yeah, exactly. None of the Pokemon are waifu material, man.
Go ahead, TSS.
Do you want to do the episode now, or do you want to do the scan? Because the scan...
We have to save the scan for last.
Let's do the episode, then the scan, because chronologically the scan comes after the episode, right?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, that make more... And also because it also applies, because what happens in this episode might... carry over into this Lance and Leon episode. So let's get into the actual episode review. Why don't we then?
Flip to 12 FPS Pokeball. Let's go.
All right. Yeah, you. Alrighty then, so let's go and talk about this week's episode of Pocket Monsters 2019. So this episode mainly focuses on our fellow researchers over here who go on an adventure to try to locate the Dragonite Island, which is supposed to be this rumored location that many people are talking about over time, and of course has never been discovered. So, go on.
I said I like Go's costume coordination.
Oh yeah. I got to say the designs for these guys, they look great in this episode. I love the little color peel there. But anyway, so yeah, the whole point of this episode was mainly to focus on Ash and Go hunting for the Dragonite line, as in Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite. So let's start breaking it down bit by bit. For starters, let's talk about that one thing that has gotten a lot of people very confused with, because it's like it irked me a bit, because I was like, wait, you guys didn't watch the episode, did you? Because like you guys are making assumptions here regarding Ash and Dragonite. Because the way the episode's structured during like the halfway point of the episode, like where you're seeing here where Ash is actually taking a photo of the shed skin from the Dratini, which also I want to touch upon a little later. It's this scene right here that I want to tackle upon right now. When Go and Ash were talking a bit about the Dratini line, where Ash was kind of talking about, you know, it's kind of a little odd, isn't it? You know, you see Dratini and you see Dragonair, and then you see Dragonite, and Dragonite kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't he? And then Go would be like, you know, hey, yeah, you kind of make sense there, you know, like if you think about it, for the Pokemon we have already out in the world, you would think that Milotic would be a Pokemon that would match perfectly with Dragonair, and Ash would be like, right? You know, like, I don't know what it is about that conversation, but I loved how genuine that whole moment was with Ash and Go.
Yep.
That was breaking the fourth wall there.
Yes, it's so great that the anime is like acknowledging some of the stupid design flaws that they had with this series. Like, how do you go from a dragon that's just been like the snick for
how do you go from a serpent dragon to an English?
Yeah, into like a Barney dinosaur kind of thing going on here with wings. And I love the reasoning and explanation for what they gave for Dragonite's evolution at the very end of the episode. And they kind of showed off a little bit of it too.
Yeah, and they actually gave up a good response on Twitter, how they were acknowledging that, you know, that evolution as well, you know. And I know your tweet also got a good amount of likes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't that go viral?
Yeah, I like posted a pictures. Like the moment I saw that image of Go and Ash with the Dratini line, I was like, that kind of reminds me of that one image or that one moment from SpongeBob with the clam, where it's like sponge plus starfish equals clam. Yeah. And I don't know why, and they perfectly matched with each other, and I guess the entire internet decided to agree with me, and I think the reason why it exploded as well was because the out of context Pokemon Twitter account actually retweeted that image.
Nice.
So I'm like, shit, that's my second one. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm loving it. Thank you, out of context Pokemon.
I mean, we've all had our weird Pokemon evolutions. Clamperl to Gorbis / Hungtail. Fucking Lovedis doesn't even have an evolution. Should be a low Momola from freaking from Black and White.
The whole Feebas to Milotic.
Yeah, Feebas to Milotic. I mean, technically Magikarp versus Gyarados, even though I know the why that happened. But yeah.
Also, quick second.
Weird ones.
You know, thank you, Jordan, for the scub. I'm grateful to see that you managed to do it successfully. Thank you once again.
Remoraid Doctillery.
Yeah, that one is the dumbest one in the history of Pokemon. I don't care what anyone says. How do you go from a fish? How do you go from a fish to a fucking octopus?
They're going for the weapons part of it. Remoraid looks like an armorade like gun, while Octillery looks like an auxiliary weapon, which is a tank. Which
don't try to put logic in this dumbass evolution.
No, it doesn't make any.
Well, you want stuff that doesn't make any sense. Let's see, fucking girls that are fucking cars and
I'm not saying
fucking
it makes
ships
sense.
and shit.
I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm just saying like that's the idea I guess behind it was like gun turns into tank.
Yeah, clearly that design worked.
Pokemon Gun.
Okay, trainers, if you chose Arbok, you were right.
People were actually referencing that too.
If you chose Survivor, you were right.
But what the fuck?
But what the fuck? Oh my goodness.
I love the one you did a while back, Tyrone. It was like that. It was like, if you chose a Viper, what the fuck? That was great, though.
Because it was like that was a weird AG episode. They gave us no real, like, it gave us a question, but the answers were never going to be right no matter what you pick. Literally, it's what happens what I see when I take a multiple choice quiz.
Well, hey, at least the Japanese didn't have a problem because all we have is a fucking eye catch.
That is
Yeah,
Can't
I
do
think they
wrong
just
with
had
that.
I love the eye catches in AG, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, some of my favorite. Yep.
Yeah, but in the episode, there's just one part in the episode I really like, and it's not even about Ash. It's Go.
Is it about the dugongs?
Yes, I love the struggle to catch Dugong. The reason I like this is because, remember, I don't know exactly what episode of the PokePod we did, but I always was like, I want to see an episode, or I want to see Go through the trials and tribulations of being someone who wants to catch all the Pokemon. He's a Pokemon catcher. That's his whole deal. So I want to see episodes where he himself goes through the trials and tribulations of catching Pokemon. This was one of them. He threw so many Pokeballs at Dugong, and then when he finally caught it, he went nuts. He's like, "I got it, Ash."
I love how Ash was just so chill about it. He's like, "Hey, congrats, buddy."
To be honest, they could have split these two characters. Ash could have hung out with Dragonair, teaching it how to fly, and Go could have spent the whole time failing to catch this Dragonair, and this Dugong, and I would have been just as happy. Like every time we cut back to him, he fails. And he tries so hard. And then by the end of the episode, he's like, "Hey, Go, you're still here." And he caught him. He's like, "I finally got him, man."
Yeah, it's like sunset time. His like eyes are just pure shadowed up. And like,
yeah,
and speaking of eyes, I just love the female Dugong. You know, the whole thing from the preview and then to the episode itself is just so fucking funny.
It gets heartbroken. They never touch upon that plot though anymore. It's like that's just over now. Dugong's never gonna see its mate.
yeah, well, I mean, what do you expect? Like, even if let's say Dugong does meet its mate, like, Go can't do anything. He has no Pokeballs to work with.
Again, I kind of wish, like, I get the dynamic they're going for Ash and Go together, but I kind of wish they had separated at this point. I wish Go had spent all his time trying to catch that Dugong, and then by the time he goes to catch one of the Dragonites, he has no Pokeballs. And he just sort of has to take that L with him. And then the episode could have ended. Like,
well, I mean, it kind of worked the same way. It's just more like they just made sure to get that out in the very beginning. There's the Dugong face.
Yeah, they did it. I think the positioning was just weird. They literally could have spent Ash the whole time training Dragonair while Go is too busy trying to catch this Dugong. I love the idea that he struggles.
I know, right? I've never seen an image so blessed and cursed at the same time with that Dugong image. Like, who in the anime, like, when creating this anime episode was like, let's give a Dugong the most girlish anime 90s eyelashes and everything. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I mean, to think about it this way, they're kind of like doing it like the old Simpsons, where they had like 5 different layers of the comedy, kind of, because you had like a progression of the comedy. It's not like freaking they just fucking like boom in your face. No, it's a progressive thing.
Yeah,
and I like that.
I think my favorite bit about the comedy bit with Dugong was just like how they cut to like various moments within the capture phase, was because like you hear him throwing those Pokeballs repeatedly, and then it just immediately cuts to him just with the Pokedex in his hand saying, "Oh, you cut Dugong."
Marina didn't say nice or good or whatever the fuck it is. So that means
yeah. Well, I mean, how could you say nice or good if the Pokeball was never caught? You know, it's kind of a little tragic there for poor Go, but yeah. Like, I loved his reaction, and I love how Ash's response was like, "Good job there, buddy. I'm proud of you." He could have like said done anything else, like, "Go, are you okay?" or something. No, he's just like, "Hey, good job there, buddy." So that was great. Now, to me personally, my favorite bit about this episode is when Ash and Go went to go and see Dratini shed its skin.
Yes.
Now, the reason why I adored this scene so much is because I finally got to see Ash do something outside of what he's normally used to. You know what I mean? He took his time to just see the Dratini shed, you know, witness these Pokemon in their natural habitat, just doing what they want to do without interrupting them, and then, you know, taking a picture of the shedded skin alongside with the Pokemon species behind them. And it's stuff like that, because you guys got to remember, he is a research fellow. That's the whole premise of this series.
Yep.
And it's very nice to see that they're acknowledging that. And I'm just happy to see Ash be like, you know, I already became champion. I don't need to go out of my way to think about battles at 24/7. Let me cherish what I got here. And he did in this episode. He took what he saw and just cherished it the whole way through. The shedding skin scene, seeing the Dragonairs, you know, use their dragon dance
Also,
up in the
Go
sky.
is using vertical video, which is no good. Vertical video syndrome.
Hey, listen, man, if you were to see the horizontal camera, they would know you're recording them, and they wouldn't like that. Yeah, that's just the harsh reality of it, man. Also, love that little bit with Score Bunny,
too. Picture
too.
right here, with Score Bunny.
Yeah, but like, he just came out of nowhere with a shit skin.
Well, yeah.
Wearing the skin of his enemies and shit.
Turned into a ghost Pokemon now.
Right.
Yeah. You know, you brought up the shed skin. You know, it not only does it acknowledge the one visibility, but I'm also looking at the Pokédex entry saying, let's see, where is it? If I can find it again. Here it is. Just an example here from the Dex entry on Pokemon Y, that the Pokemon is full of life energy. It continually shed its skin and grows steadily larger. So I like the attention to detail in that. And who saved Ash and Go from the sea? Was it a Dragonair or a Dragonite?
It was a Dragonair evolving into Dragonite.
Right.
No,
but in the first time, it was Dragonite.
Dragonite. Okay, see, that is another thing too. I like the attention to detail on that Pokédex entry because it's also known to help others that are straying at sea get to shore.
Yeah, like a lot of this episode focused on a lot of the Dex entries that have existed since the original 2 where we're at right now, focusing on not just the design-wise of the character, but also about the concept of these Pokemon taking these characters to an island that's just filled to the brim with them and taking care of them, like you just brought up right now, Evie. And it's stuff like that you really begin to appreciate more about the direction that this episode went with the concept of the Dratini line. So I really loved everything that went down in this episode. I also have to say, I think this was also Team Rocket's best episode, honestly, in this series so far. As silly as it sounds.
Deserves the MVP treatment right there.
They were barely in it.
I know, that's the funny part about it, Tyrone. It's only because of the fact that they summoned Wailord, I think, is what happened. No,
before then, it was like, okay, but let's go in chronological order. So we have the shed skin, and then after that, they encounter this Dragonair who can't fly, and you have a Dragonite next to him, and it's like can't, trying to fly, flap the wings or whatever, can't fly. And then Go and Satoshi remember that they were looking at it, and you saw the image there of three Dragonair doing dragon dance, and they were doing like the loops in the air and things like that. And just to see that, and just to see Satoshi come out and be very creative by telling Pikachu to use Electro Web, and he was doing like front flips and getting electrocuted. Which funny, and then you see right there, it's like the skin, and we're gonna talk about the skin too in a few minutes after all this stuff is done. But after seeing Satoshi get electrocuted like 3 times, you see the Dragonair also flipping and also getting electrocuted, but it was also learning how to flip so they could do the dragon dance, and finally was able to get it done. And then you could see that there was a bond forming.
Yeah.
And then the Rockets capture that other Dragonite, and that's what we see there. And then that leads to the next part, which I will let KG go to.
All right. So also we have to talk about this bit as well. Oh yeah, you remember that Dugong that got lost? Go was like, oh come on, I just caught that Pokemon and now it's somewhere lost at sea, and then immediately follows up and like later in the episode is like, oh there you are, Dugong. Like where the hell have you been? And then you just see like the heart actually snapping in half about the poor female Dugong, and he couldn't just he couldn't just handle it no more. He's just like, please, dear end me. And of course, Go is like, listen, Dugong, I don't care. We gotta go follow that the Dragonite. And so they did. And of course, that's when they stumble onto Team Rocket, who is trying to fake themselves as being lost in sea, only to capture the Dragonite line. And they managed to successfully catch one, as TSS pointed out before, being one of Dragonair's close friends, the one that was, trying to teach Dragonair to fly a bit. So, as this happens, Ash and Go, they manage to catch up and witness what's going on, see Team Rocket, they do their motto, and they decide to focus on one key thing, being of that gotcha machine, because it came back again, and Team Rocket were like, okay, let's go at it one more time. And they decide to summon the Pokemon out. For some reason, only one this time. I don't know why. And they summoned...
Wailord.
I guess it was so big they didn't have a chance. So,
which, by the way, is that Wailord just wild now? What's going on with that?
I don't know.
That Wailord seems to be happy no matter what, though.
Yeah, I guess it's just wild now. I guess we just leave it alone.
Yeah, the Wailord's going back to sea.
I mean, it is technically stolen, so...
Yeah, I guess so.
Also, my favorite bit about that moment, though, with Wailord, has to be the stupid stick. the little tiny log just bonking
I really
it.
like that because it pays attention to the fact that Wailord has a lot of health, but shitty defense.
Like, that defense is so horrendous. Like, the little stick, just knocked him out cold for, a second.
His defense is awful. Like, that's the whole joke behind that. It's like, Wailord is literally a giant balloon.
Well, and also the other issue is it only knows fucking splash, and that was the worst. That moment was like, oh, you have this giant Wailord. It's like only knows splash. I was like, fucking.
Well, I guess that's kind of what that's the luck of the Gacha machine. You're gonna
exactly.
You're gonna get some jewels, but you're also gonna get some trash.
What the hell kind of concept is Giovanni trying to give to these guys?
Well, it works like a real Gacha machine.
But why would Giovanni pull this stunt off?
Because Giovanni doesn't care enough about Jesse and James to determine whether they succeed or fail. So
I love the Gacha gimmick too.
If you're gonna give me a shitty trio,
fucking Gacha machine one time.
If you're gonna give me a shitty trio, I'm gonna give you a shitty fucking source of income
alongside with some good ones, but you won't know.
Well, it'll be randomized. Yeah.
What kind of trainer just teaches a Wailord to splash? That's a good question.
Well, I guess just knows it.
Yeah, so that's my favorite bit about this Gacha machine now, because now it's like saying, hey, you're not gonna always succeed. You will eventually mess up somewhere, and you're just gonna have to accept fate for what it is. And it's like, finally, we start seeing a little more funny use come out from the Gacha gimmick. So it is sad that we're not gonna see Jesse and James have a legitimate team, though. But I do like that, at least with the design of the Gacha, it kind of opens up a lot of opportunities to see some Pokemon that would never usually get a lot of attention, be used now this time around.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very grateful for that. Of course, I guess to wrap things up, Ash and Go, they managed to successfully do nothing, because literally it was thanks to Wailord. Wailord did all the work, really, to be quite honest, and messed things up. I mean, I guess Pikachu technically broke the fence.
The net, yeah.
But Wailord did all the damage, and after that, Ash lost his balance and flew out of the dugong. This is where I believe you brought this up earlier ago, TSS, about Dragonair. Yeah. When Dragonair saw this, it wanted to go and fly to rescue Ash. And when Ash, saw that and tried to grab hold of Dragonair, he noticed one very key little detail. He's slimy. He's a slimy boy. He tried to grab on, and it slipped from his fingers, and he continued to fall down. And then he died. Okay, no, he didn't really die, but what really happened...
1, 2, 3,
No, they're gonna play the fucking territory. Pikachu.
Oh yeah, Pikachu. Achibari.
What a way to go down, man.
Pokemon, daddy.
Sergi, ikude, mo ikai. No, he's fucking dead.
No, he's just dead.
Go's just like
Pikachu, dead.
Satoshi, Satoshi.
No, but so
really,
the real story, the real canonical story, Dragonair got sad about this and decided to take itself a little more seriously and evolve itself to rescue Ash and Pikachu. And this right there, it was also another great scene. Ash and Pikachu finally understand as to why Dragonite is what it is. Because it wants to protect the things it loves.
Yep.
And in order for it to do so and hold on to what it loves, it needs to grow a pair of hands and legs to do so. And wings, I guess.
And that was the moment I knew that this payoff was worth it.
Yep, because at the very end of the episode, once things got resolved, you saw that gimmick come into use, because the first thing that happened as Ash and Go were getting themselves set to head out and go back to the lab was Dragonite giving a hug to Ash and wouldn't let go. And that's when you realized that, hey, that Dragonite wants to go with him too.
I don't know why, but you guys remember Pokemon Generations, right? The 5-minute shorts or whatever.
Oh, don't tell me the Lance Dragonite what?
Do you want to know why Dragonair gets arms when it evolves into Dragonite? I just imagine Dragonite picking up an electrical terminal and throwing it at the
That's probably gonna be Dragonite with a gotcha machine in the future.
Yeah, the fuck out of here!
It just throws it at Team Rocket.
No, I would love that. We're like,
I want to say two things. Number one, this would the whole capture thing was a foreshadow by Go, because Satoshi wanted to give Go this Pokeball because he had a Pokeball because he used all of them to capture Dugong, and then he wanted the whole set, and now he had no Pokeball, so he couldn't do it.
Yeah, so instead,
instead he did. Yeah, go ahead.
That brings a very important question though, because I've always wondered this. What does Go do when Ash catches a Pokemon? Will he catch the same Pokemon, or what goes on with that? Because he didn't get to catch Dratini, Dragonair, or Dragonite, which means he'll forever have an incomplete dex unless he goes back.
He's gonna have to go back, because just because Satoshi catches it, it means it registers to his Rotom.
His Pokedex, but not to Go. So
he's gonna have to do it.
Will they do a backtrack, or how does this work?
Here's my prediction. Ash just hands the Pokeball to Go for like a second, and it just registers and goes it, and then gets it back immediately a second after.
Trades it back.
Yeah, exactly. But it's happening off screen, so you won't ever see it, folks. That's pretty much what's going on.
But then that still begs the question: how does he get Dratini and Dragonair?
No, it's because if you caught one species, the entire line's just gonna fill up for no real reason.
Why did Go catch Caterpie, Metapod, and Butterfree in the bug episode?
Because he wanted a living dex, I guess.
No, because he didn't catch Butterfree first, if you've noticed.
Yeah, that's right.
Goodness.
He caught them in order. If he had caught Butterfree first, then I think the others would fill him.
Go is really pushing it with this "I want to catch all Pokemon" thing.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to live up to the motto. Got to catch them all, right?
Yeah, but that was a U.S. only thing.
That's only U.S. only. Yo, it's Pokemon Geto to say.
So I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I'm sure Go will figure it out.
Yeah,
he's catching all the Pokemon.
Pokemon has brought up a good point. The Dex didn't register Dragonite when he caught it.
The GPS signal was lost also.
That is true. So maybe that's why the signaling wasn't strong.
We can't do it.
Exactly.
We can't do it. Also, register is Go's thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Ash already does his I gotta, and then says whatever Pokemon he caught. Go's is Pokemon register, Subarashi, or whatever the fuck.
You know what was weird to me? There was no unique animation for when Ash caught the Pokemon. It was just I got a Dragonite.
Raised his hand he just raised his hand. Awkward. I'm like, where's my 90s swooshy lines?
Exactly. I was thinking there was gonna be something like that.
This is real life, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I want my anime swooshy lines from the 90s.
I think the 90s thing was to just been the Wailord releasing water out of its blowhole, and that was pretty much it. No, that was really when he said I caught a Dragonite. That's when the water just started to spout up, and it was okay, well I guess that's that. But to me personally, with this capture, holy shit! I am speechless. First of all, no one in their right mind would have seen this coming, man. I don't care if you saw praise to the anime for not even spoiling anything about this.
Good.
This was the shocker. Normally they would always tell you, oh, this is happening. Oh, this is happening. Oh, this is going to be coming up in a minute. This came out of left field. Nobody saw this coming. Everybody thought all of the Pokemon that's coming forward after the events of, Go catching all these Pokemon would all
I
go
was
to Go. Nobody thought that this would happen when
I was
it would be-
speechless.
Yeah. I was blown away. I'm like, what? You're really going with this? And it turned out they did. And man, was it a surprising one. So I'll let you guys speak about this before I share my opinions on this in a minute. I gotta check on something real quick.
I'm kind of hoping that this Dragonite is the reverse of Iris's. Well, Iris's Dragonite was very aggressive and would even fight on its own terms rather than listening to Iris, even if Iris gave the better, instructions. I hope Ash's Dragonite is passive. It needs a personality trait to like set it apart from other Dragonites. And I hope Ash's Dragonite is passive. First of all, I think is this Dragonite confirmed to be a girl or a boy? Or is
not confirmed?
No, there's no gender.
Okay, so I hope this Dragonite, one, is a girl, and two, I hope it's passive. I hope it actually doesn't like to like straight up fight yet, and then Ash teaches him to be or her to become a better fighter. As of right now. I mean, well, the gender has yet to be confirmed, but
are you assuming it's gender, Tyrone?
I said him or her. I made sure to say my pronouns correctly.
Yeah, but it's not a tech helicopter, so it's not one of the 47.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
my point is, I hope that Dragonite actually is like really kind and doesn't want to like straight up fight yet, and Ash has to like build it up and make it, a capable fighter. That way we run into the reverse problem, because Iris's Dragonite was so headstrong. We don't need another one of that. I think this would be a good touch to make the Dragonite very passive.
I had a theory that maybe since it had a problem with Dragon Dance, maybe we'll have a problem with learning other moves, and then it's gonna be like a progressive thing.
Yeah, and Ash has to teach him. So yeah, Ash caught a pseudo legendary, but he has to teach it to be a pseudo legendary.
Okay. I think the way it'll work is that it'll be like how do I put this? Like, it'll be like the school dummy, where like great personality, very affectionate, loved by everyone. It's just that person is a slow learner in school.
Yeah.
I think that's the approach. Well, at least it seems that's rather going.
Yeah, because it wasn't the one that did the hyper beam.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see an episode like where Ash is in a battle and he commands Dragonite to use, and it just has to do. And then when Ash and Pikachu start getting in danger, it finally buckles down and starts using those moves that he was trying to teach it at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, like I said, I think it'll be, this Dragonite will be more of a slow learner for Ash's team. Yeah,
and Pokemon has just said it too. It's a sweetheart, so that's fine. I can deal with a.
Oh yeah, Dragonite's very popular.
And I can
even a baby Jesus. Yeah,
I can deal with it's Ash having this Pokemon is definitely going to take some me getting used to, but if it's going to have a personality that differentiates it from other Dragonites, I think I can live with that. Lance's Dragonite didn't really have much of a personality to begin with, so there's that. And then Iris's Dragonite kind of made its whole personality kind of known. It's a bit of a
stand out. Yeah,
like it even has that scowl, because I've never seen Dragonites with an angry scowl until that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then before that it was the freaking Togepi. That's the last one I remember.
And we didn't even mention Drake from the Orange Island. That Dragonite's personality was that it was a Dragonite. Like, that's what its personality was.
It was a neutral nature.
Its personality is that it had every move known to man at its disposal. Yeah. It knew thunder, it knew slam, it knew freaking water gun, it knew wing attack, it knew fire blast, it knew all these moves.
I'm also curious to know what ability this Dragonite will have. Like, if it has multi-scale, that'd be a pretty badass Dragonite.
I would love, Robzo, actually going off the key for that, I would love to see a candy toy in like Family Mart of a Dragonite, because they have the Pokemon Kids candy toys. I would love to see if the next set will have that. I would buy it.
All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
So, KG, what do you? We were just talking. What do you expect from Ash's Dragonite personality-wise to differentiate it from the other Dragonites that exist?
Well, I guess the only thing that hasn't really been done is just a friendly Dragonite. Has there been, one? Because, like, I'm thinking for the one in Johto, it was an asshole. Iris, an asshole. Lance, an asshole.
We talked about Drake's too, how it doesn't have any personality. It just knew attacks.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna put it as an asshole. And,
okay, so
All of them just been jerks.
Eevee, I think you're right about the multi-scale because its ability, its a regular ability is inner focus, which just prevents flinching, which flinching doesn't happen a lot in the anime. So multi-scale looks like it's going to be the ability.
All right.
And multi-scale reduces damage taken from damage-dealing moves by half when at max HP. So at its max HP, it can take a tanky hit, but once things go down, things get worse for it. Yeah, I can see Dragonite having that.
Yeah,
have like Dragon Drive or whatever the fuck that move is.
Dragon. What is it?
Dragon Force. No. The one that
Dragon
does
Force. So far.
Yeah, we want the banjo version of that.
So out of nowhere, it just bust out Guitar Hero.
But what I mean is that I know that there's a dragon move that does like self-inflicting damage. I'm trying to remember what the.
Oh wait, are you thinking of not Outrage?
No.
That Draco Strike, whatever it is.
Not Draco Meteor.
Not Draco Meteor. It was a physical move.
Dragon Rush.
Dragon Rush.
Dragon Rush.
Dragon Rush.
Yeah, that's Sonic.
Yeah, it's Dragon Rush. So I can imagine it could, if it does have that ability, then Dragon Rush would be a freaking.
You know what would be pretty nice. Something that I would love to see bring back. Just like with Ash's Skibble, I would like to see Dragonite learn Draco Meteor again.
The fucking land. Landing on shit.
This time it'll be Hebon, and it's gonna be the victim.
No, it's gonna be Satoshi. It's gonna just
Satoshi.
Land on fall.
All right, Dragonite, use expert mode.
Now, my favorite thing that I think is to be excited for with Dragonite is
flies
just
up and it goes like 2 regions over. Fucking.
Oh god damn. But yeah,
on the other side of the world.
Oh shit! Like just like home and Draco missile going on right there. That would be great. Oh man, but like overall, guys, just out of curiosity before I get to my thoughts on it. So you guys have viewed Dragonite's inclusion in Ash's team as a more positive or negative or in between kind of thing?
Positive, negative in one way.
Negative in that like
just in
like what we thought about it.
Yeah, like your overall thoughts about Ash's first capture being a Dragonite.
Okay.
Do you view it as something like more of a positive kind of way or in a negative kind of light?
Yes.
Good response, buddy.
What the fuck, Eevee?
No, I'll take it as more. I see it more positively. Definitely positive.
At this point in the series, he's already not even counting the league thing. He befriended the Dragonite, so I can accept it. It's an Ash way of catching Pokemon.
Yes.
It's clear, like I said, like we discussed before you got here, KG. This Dragonite may not be a heavy battler like Iris's was. I think it's gonna start off passive and then learn to grow into its own as a fighter.
Yeah.
So I can accept that he caught this as his first. I feel like what it's gonna be is one of those I'm overpowered now. I'm overpowered by the public, but it's gonna take me a minute to get there type of situation. Like we know Dragonite's strong, but it's just gonna take some time to bring that type of strength out. And Ash has been very noticeably bringing out the strengths of Pokemon. I mean, hell, before this episode actually reminds me of the X and Y episode with Halucha, where Halucha had a hard time learning the move Flying Press.
Mm-hmm.
So he taught it Flying Press, and then it decided to join Ash.
Mm-hmm.
So in that same respect, I think that's the approach they're going to have here, is that it won't start off as a power. It's known to be a powerhouse. It has the power. It just needs to be let out, and Ash is the one that's going to do it, because, I mean, he's brought out, Ultimate Blaze inside of an Infernape. He's brought out Goomy into evolving into Goodra. He's
Ash
done
Greninja.
Yeah, Ash Greninja. He's pulled miracles before, and the whole theming of Ash is to make a Pokemon that would otherwise be weak stronger than it would have been in any normal situation. It just takes a lot of love and care. I mean, that was the whole theme behind Ash and Paul's whole rivalry. Is like Paul picks the Pokemon that genetically is better, while Ash picks a Pokemon that can otherwise be weak and get stronger as time passes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that being said, I guess that means that Gigantamax Dragonite is coming really soon, boys. In the DLC.
Now, at first I was weirded out about this catch, but I think after some time, it'll be something I'll get used to.
It's just more of like, yes, it's great. He caught it. Now let's see where the story goes from here.
I just hope they don't neglect him and make it so he's not useful for real for most of the fight. Like, for example, he chooses to stay behind or so. I hope they.
Well,
this puts a lot of pressure for Ash to actually use the damn Dragonite. I hope we don't have a bunch of episodes where he doesn't use it.
Considering that the Dragonite is in the poster, I imagine that this is going to become important because maybe Satoshi and Gold will be flying on him.
Yeah, he's going to become the flying man.
Yeah.
Because there will be episodes where, like, let's say they have to hike a mountain or something, you know. And
they're going to say, okay, Dragonite, come out, help us.
Well, first, let me give you a hug before.
We don't expect Professor Sakuragi to pay for each of their trips every time.
Except
not only that. I mean, they will, but the thing is, if they want to get someone, no. But the thing is, though, if they want to go somewhere that an airplane can't go to, then they could fly.
Yeah, unless they could do the Fortnite route where they just decide to drop. Where are we dropping, boys?
Where are we dropping Dragonite? Tilted Towers.
Oh shit! Well, I see our LS can't take us
then
just now. Dragonite, help us. No.
No, then we gotta get a random freaking French Twitch streamer to scream into the microphone plus 10 dB.
Does anyone know how to get the Thanos gun?
Oh god, the Dragonite's gonna do the Fortnite dances.
I could do that if you need a friend. Actually. Oh yeah, you want to do the fucking...
Oh shit, we're gonna do that French meme. It's like Pokemon and then
damn. Did you see the Dragon Quest one, by the way?
Oh dude, that shit be rolling.
I just recently retweeted the one with the fucking Breath of the Wild. That shit was funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they are great ones.
But overall, I say this was a positive capture. I would love to see the personality. I would love to see it and Mr. Mime mesh together. That would be really fucking funny.
Listen, man, if Mr. Mime can get some W's in this series, who's to say Dragonite can't join in? I want to
see a scene where Mr. Mime is doing his miming thing, like he's pretending like there's a table or a plate or whatever he's holding, and Dragonite doesn't care. He just goes through all of that and just hugs it.
Breaks through the fucking barrier.
Right.
Fucking screen cleaner.
You know what I want though, just to be like Mr. Mime does put like a fake barrier up, and then you just hear like, you know, Dragonite like just crunch through the wall, but it has like that crunch effect, like and then just gives him a nice gentle hug. Like, I want to see that shit happen. Just be like, mime, and then right through just to give him a hug. Yeah. Like, dude, I would love shit like that. Because it's like, to me, I think the series is doing a really great job with the timing of the comedy. Like, that's the thing I'm loving about this series so far. The comedy timing in this series is some of the most solid ones we've gotten. Like, from the Mr. Mime one at the early episodes of PM, where
not forced this time either.
Yeah,
where
it's
spread out. It's spread out, and it's great timing. So they definitely improved it.
And also the most important bit, the humor matches with what the plot's going down, you know, in these episodes. Like, for example, the Dugong bit. He managed to try to catch that Dugong and spent this entire, like, first few seconds to catch the Dugong. Also, another important bit, they didn't stretch it out. They made it concise. They made it for that moment.
Then the Ikemen faces. Then the Ikemen face that freaking Go did while they were riding on it.
Yeah, and Ash being like, proud of you, boy. That's my man.
And then the whole female Dugong thing happens, and then you see it's a transition.
Yeah,
it's a transition from one bit to the other, one spot to another, and that's great. Not just randomly out of the blue, you fucking go to a reaction phase, like you crash into it.
You want to know something that's interesting that I just thought about?
What's up?
It's gonna be weird. I gotta thank movie 20 for this. So remember in movie 20 when Ash's Charmander evolved into Charmeleon and immediately got into a fight with Incineroar?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was losing because it just evolved. It didn't know how its body works. It was literally like just getting used to how to move, and it couldn't use its newly evolved powers or whatever the hell the guy said. Dragonair, Ash caught a Dragonite that essentially was a Dragonair not so long ago.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's going to be the justification for Dragonite not being as powerful as it should be at first. It just evolved.
I mean, it struggled, like you could tell. It even just struggled learning Dragon Dance, so now it has Dragon Dance as a move, but it's just like, well, how does that get utilized with its moveset that we don't even know of, There's a lot of mystery behind Dragonite's, not only just abilities, but also the moves that come
No,
with
it wasn't. Nope.
I will say the Sun and Moon humor is great. I love it. I'm just saying from like what I love about this series, comedy-wise, is timing. I love the humor in Sun and Moon because the humor hits when it hits, But I love PM's
there was more
like
misses than hits, really. But here, everything has been on point.
Yeah, but here it's like the jokes this time around are based around timing, whereas the jokes in Sun and Moon are based around that moment.
Reaction.
Yeah, just for the reactions and the moments. Which, by the way, the reactions are still great. I still will love Meltitude till the very end of time, man.
Well, the Meltitude one I saw live, and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was when they told me, you know what, Sun and Moon's gonna be a great series.
Oh no, because the problem was there was other problems too. I mean, Kojiro looking like he just like went on a cocaine binge.
Oh, and don't forget Super Saiyan Kojiro as well.
That one too.
Yes. But anyway, so overall, what I think of this Dragonite capture, I view it as a much more positive, look at it, because as Tyrone brought up before, there's just so much mystery surrounding it. It just recently evolved. It doesn't know its body as well. It just became what it is because it wanted to rescue its trainer. And now it seems like, as Pokemon was here bringing up, it's probably going to be the new gag that this character is going to carry with it. The only thing I just don't want to see is them oversaturating that gag,
Right.
Let the gag feel natural to the plot in itself. Don't let it feel like something that just only comes in because of the mere fact of just putting in a humor there, Yeah. So
this is the second Pokemon that had the hugging.
Yeah,
on Ash's side. Ash's side, the first one being Muck.
No, I thought it was Bayleaf though. Well, it tried
Muck
with
came
its
before
paws.
Bayleaf.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And also, just before we wrap up this topic on Dragonite, just a little few pieces of trivia. Now that Tyrone brought this up, now I'm looking at this at Bulbapedia. Yes, Bulbapedia. You can also use this.
Go to jail. No.
FYI. No. But anyways, Ash's Dragonite, he's the first, Dragonite is Ash's first capture of a fully evolved Pokemon since Beedrill, which is, like more than 900 episodes earlier. And
like 1,070 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And also, it's also, Ash's first, Pokemon to evolve in the same episode, that it is caught since Primeape.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is true,
Yeah, so,
That's a little fun
I just
fact
thought that
for
was
the
pretty
night.
interesting.
Yeah, that is, because it is a new thing for, it really is sad when you start thinking about it. Ash is more of a dragon master than Iris is, really, when you start breaking it down. Like, let's look at it. Ash technically has owned over 5 different dragon Pokemon. Let's see. He has a Gibble. He had a Gumi, which evolved into a Sliggoo, which evolved into a Goodra. Which then moving into that, we had a Noibat, which evolved into a Noivern. And then moving into Pocket Monsters Sun and Moon, he had Poipole, which evolved into Naganadel, which I believe Naganadel was the dragon poison typing, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm counting in my hands right here. And then, of course, Dragonite. Which, do you count Dragonair? Do you count Dragonair as part? No, because
the capture occurred after.
Yeah, after.
Okay, so I have in my hands 9 counted Dragon type Pokemon because, like, I'm counting
because they're all registered. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're registered. So that means this man has at least obtained a total of 9 Dragon type Pokemon. Like that's incredible for Ash's.
I mean, granted, he was in the series longer than I, but
Yeah, but it's like it's just hilarious to just sort of break it down because like literally Gibble was the first one, and that was like a year before Best Wishes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And hell, if Ash Mega evolved as Sceptile, he'd have 10 because Sceptile's part dragon when it Mega evolves.
That is true, right there. And I mean, also could apply as well with Mega Charizard X.
Charizard, yes, so that's 11.
Yeah, well, there you go, man. Oh man, this boy can't stop winning with these dragons.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, once again, proud for my boy Ash. He got himself a whooping ass Dragonite. Now he's gonna get his what was that joke go again? Oh yeah, it's like his dick sucked one time now.
Yeah, he's gonna get his.
He's gonna get his cock sucked 3 times an hour, one for every Dragonite.
So goddamn cute.
So cute, screaming. Yeah,
I love that.
And ice types. Fuck that shit. Dragonite can learn fire type attacks.
Player attack.
That meme will never die. And also, I'm just glad now Ash is gonna be stuck with that joke for the rest of his life.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly the first thing that I thought of after the fucking capture app. Is like, yeah, it's Dragon. They like instantly went to the fucking video because I knew it would. I knew it. It's like it's one of those videos you don't forget.
Exactly, man. So I'm just happy, man. I'm a happy boy. I can't wait for Dragonite's future. I'm still in disbelief, to be quite honest, that it's even a Dragonite. Like, or just to think about it, you know, yes, it's been 20-something years, but like, episode 10, he caught a Dragonite in episode 10 of the new season, man.
It is crazy. It's like you try time traveling to the future, and you figured out that, you know, the Gen 8 anime started, and you ask one of the viewers, oh hey, what's Ash's first Pokemon? Dragonite.
Yeah, you look into the history of Ash as a Pokemon trainer throughout the years, and the first captures that he's had throughout every series, it's normally been like a bird, you know, Caterpie, Froakie, etc. And then you move into Pocket Monsters 2019. Oh, it's a Dragonite. You're like, huh? Listen, man, that champion aura is really starting to show, man. I'm telling you, ever since he became a champion, he's just been getting all this easy access to all these powerful Pokemon. I'm excited for what is to come now. This is the exciting part about this, because now anything that exists in this Pokemon world is available for Ash to capture. Hell, yeah. I could finally get my wish of seeing Ash catch a Latias. Maybe.
I mean, PM 2019 is the anime equivalent of freaking WCW programming from between 1996 and 1998.
I want him to get Riolu in the Sinnoh region. They already dropped the ball. They already dropped the ball on him getting it in Diamond and Pearl. There's an episode of Diamond and Pearl where he, I actually like, where he, the episode is about Riolu. Ash knows all about how Aura works because of the movie. He recognizes all of it. He talks with Riolu and everything, and it's not his. He just doesn't get it. And I'm like, what? Like, that's yours. Take it.
That is a great transition, however, to our next little topic, which is going to be, which is well, we have the main scan, which I think was from Terebi-kun magazine, but we also have another kind of a leaked thingy too that I want to talk about as well.
All right, if you don't mind giving me the images, so I can also put them here as well, because I
have the one of them. I have one of them here.
Did someone say leaks?
Leaks.
For some reason, I almost dragged that Mim picture into this. I was like, oh wait, no, that's the wrong picture, buddy.
It's I don't know if there's any other ones that are higher quality than this, but this was pretty decent quality, I think. It is what the fuck? This image is too big.
Oh, that's maximum quality. I love this already.
I think, yeah. So let me go ahead and copy image address instead, and let's do it this way. There we go. This is 4096 by 4096. But there's also another image, and I'm trying to remember what the fuck that is, because it was talking about a I think no, you retweeted it, KG. I think.
Wait,
it was the one showing
yes.
the you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know which one you're referring to. It's the one with the Riolu and all that stuff, correct?
Yes.
But for now, let's go at it one at a time for now, as we're with this first image that you posted here. So, as you guys already know, we did get some new information recently on something that I am genuinely shocked with. Yeah. It turns out that a very significant capture is going, or not a significant capture, but significant captures are going to happen for Go. And of course, the upcoming battle between Lance and Leon. So,
yeah,
let's do our best to kind of cover this. Now, we don't really know much aside from the battle is going to be exciting, but there is a couple of tweaks that we need to bring up. For starters, one of the most noticeable things about this Lance character is his design is revamped.
Yes.
He looks like, and this is the biggest shocker to me.
Justice finally done.
He doesn't look like his Let's Go counterpart.
No.
He
looks more or less like his Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
And that's what I was gonna say. He is replicating his Heart Gold and Soul Silver design of all designs, which I think is a really smart decision.
That's his best
by
design.
Yeah. So really good job on the anime side for going with the Heart Gold Soul Silver route. That's the best route to have gone for his design, and it looks fantastic, man. I'm just saying. Secondly, he's using shiny red Gyarados, which has been prevalent throughout the series of Pokemon since the original series, moving into, I think the last time we saw it was in AG, if I'm correct.
That's right.
Yeah, during the Groudon and Kyogre shenanigans that went down. So, yeah, Lance as a character has been shown throughout many series moments, so I would think that they would still keep the red Gyarados as one of his mains, and thankfully, it is. I'm very happy to see that. Secondly, Leon is going to be entering that fight alongside with his Charizard. Yeah, I know the Charizard's above Ash, and you would think, oh, that's Ash's Charizard.
No, it says Dende and Lizardon. Dende and Lizardon.
Sadly, that's not the thing. But instead,
Tande.
as you could tell by the image...
It's called Tande in Japanese, by the way.
Yeah, as you see in the image on the left over there, you'll notice that Leon has in his possession a... Gigantamax Pokeball with him, of course, to summon out his Gigantamax Lizardon, which, by the way, just from that still image alone,
he looks fire.
Yeah, legitimately.
he looks like he swallowed fucking Moltres.
Well, he looks like he ate a spicy. He looks like he ate a fucking spicy
chicken sandwich.
Yeah, he ate the Popeye spicy chicken sandwich. Was like, it's bad.
My tongue wasn't meant for it, and his wings and everything just go on fire.
But he does look really good.
Just from what we're seeing, and we don't even know how this is going to look animated, man. That's the exciting part about this whole sequence.
Yeah. I mean, we already knew that, what's his face? He's going to be animating the episode.
Iwane, yes.
There, thank you. Yeah.
And by the way, we know what time Iwana goes to work now, 11 a.m.
Oh.
Because he actually tweeted out that he was reaching the office, and the tweet was sent out about 11 o'clock in the morning, like 11:10. So he works
did not
11
know
o'clock
Iwane was on this episode, actually.
Yeah. Actually, I knew about that ever since they released the episode titles.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. That I did not know, actually.
I expect some great things, especially now that we're getting Dynamaxing in the anime.
And of course, then you see on the bottom there, you see that a lot of the advertising on Leon's cape is blurred out, because obviously they can't really do that. Can't do advertising, as double advertising not allowed by some.
No, I hope that's actually in the actual episode. Like his actual thing is censored no matter what, even in the episode itself, for no reason whatsoever.
You got like a rip off McDonald's logo there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Show Pro.
Why would this man support Show Pro? No wonder why Ash is gonna take him out then. Bless Ash. But now, the thing is, aside from that though, yeah, there's not really much more I could say about it. I am excited for this episode though.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, top tier animation is what I'm expecting.
Yeah, now here's one thing I just want to bring up. So far, Ash in this series, a lot of people are still unsure of where his character is gonna go, because nobody knows what is he planning to do in this new series aside from being a research fellow. However, many people seem to forget about his character bio, where it states that Ash is to be, changing his direction to becoming the strongest trainer after a certain encounter, which as of this moment has yet to still occur. in this series. What exactly could that encounter be? Do you think this might be it, or do you think that this is just its own separate thing that will slowly lead to Ash's eventual, plot moment when he needs to?
It's going to be later. It's going to be much later.
I feel like maybe now, but it's not like going to be the key focus. It's more just going to be like, oh man, I'm excited for battles. I got to start working on becoming a better battler, and not really say, oh, he's fighting the next strongest trainer or something. But yeah, stuff like that. Like, you just slowly build up to it. We'll see what happens, but I'm excited for the potential for what they could do with Ash in this series. Yeah, they'll probably do what they did with Sun and Moon and hold everything, like all the big events, until the final year. Because honestly, to me, as weird as that sound, that worked really well for Sun and Moon. And
it works better. It works better here because of the episode format.
Yeah, it definitely will work much better here, especially if they're planning to just continue to travel around the world and all that. I think there is a lot of chances for them to really not only expand the Pokemon world, but also kind of create a story in itself. Like, while they are individual storylines, it will eventually lead to a big event within the third year of Pocket Monsters 2019. If that is the case, so.
Yeah. I've actually been liking the pacing on this series so far because, at least from the impressions that I've been seeing from people, at least within these past episodes, it's been nothing but filler, right? So at least coming, well, with the exception of today's episode, which I thought it was pretty good nonetheless, but at least coming into some of the episodes that we're coming up to, the pacing has been pretty good for me so far. So
yeah, I'm really loving it, man. I can't wait for what's to come, and hopefully it's for the better, of course. So lastly, I believe this is the image you wanted to talk about, correct, TSS?
Yeah, the one. Let me look here.
It's based on the snacks, I believe it was, that are in Japan right now. And one of the interesting things, of course, is normally how they tend to tie a lot of promotion from the Pokemon anime into some of the merch / food that they tend to release in Japan. Yeah, there is no such a thing as a filler due to Ghost catches. You will never. They'll
be named off as filler, but Go catches.
Yeah, it'll be like that. But like every episode is pretty much confirmed non-filler at this point. But yeah, so basically this image came out, I think, not too long before the actual episode had just dropped.
Yeah.
And this image was to tie into certain events that are going to happen in the anime. One thing that hasn't happened in the anime yet, though, involves that little cutie patootie over there on the right, otherwise known as a Riolu, or Riolu, however you want to pronounce it. I don't even know.
Riolu.
It's Riolu.
Alright, so I think I got it right then, so that's good. So yes, and the Dragonair that you see in the left right there is, of course, the Dragonair that eventually evolved into said Dragonite that now is in Ash's team. So where does Riolu fit in all of this? That is the odd one of the bunch. Now, of course, many people could think it could go to Go. However, it can't, in my opinion. If they're going to make an episode focused on one of the captures for Go, I don't think it'll work, because that would mean that this Riolu would need to be permanently in Go's team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not simply in the lab. So I don't think that will work. And you could
not the most proper way to handle an advertisement if that's going to be the case.
Yeah, like why Riolu would just Riolu is going to end up getting stuck in the lab and just hang out with all the other Pokemon there, and that's pretty much how it is. So
it's going to be a waste.
Exactly. So I don't think they
because Lucario is very popular.
Exactly. And
it sells merch.
Also, don't be surprised if he gets a Gigantamax form.
My god, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, DLC, they could make Gigantamax Lucario.
I'd be pissed, but yep.
John would be incredibly
This is their chance to give Pokemon who don't get much spotlight Gigantamax forms. That's one of the reasons I liked Mega Evolution. They gave Baynet and stuff Mega Evolution. Pokemon you would never use in an otherwise situation. Who would ever think to use? Oh snaps! It has a Mega Evolution. Okay, well let's use Beedrill then. Just Pokemon you never stopped and thought about.
Indeed. Now, there was another character or / Pokemon that was also in the image as well that I don't have here with me. Ditto is also prevalent in one of the images as well, and that one
Okay.
is the oddest one of the bunch. Now we
I
can
think
assume
I want Go to catch it. I
Now-
want Go to catch Ditto, and then by theory, that means he caught all the Pokemon.
yeah, because technically, isn't Ditto supposed to tie into Mew?
Kinda,
Yes.
yeah.
It's
got
like a
it's like a
demorph-
failed
Yeah.
version of Mute.
So he technically caught Mew, if you think about it. But it's
Oh,
not
goodness.
the Mew, of course, but it is a part of Mew. So I honestly think, in my opinion, I would think that Go with Ditto would make the most sense, because one of the key things that Go would need to do in order to catch all the Pokemon is have a little stronger, Pokemon on his team. And I think having a Ditto that may be capable of transforming without needing to be next to a Pokemon would be a really great opportunity for him to catch a lot of Pokemon that might not really work with Scorbunny, because Scorbunny can only do so much, he can't exactly do it every single typing. So
And they're
have
not going
Ditto
to
do
evolve
that.
him. And he's not going to evolve him.
You really don't think Scorbunny's gonna evolve?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It's basically
it's
the
too
comedy.
marketable.
Yeah, it's
It-
too
it's a
marketable
comedy.
for the other thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a comedy
still
relief
too
for
toys.
Gen 8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not
I
gonna
see
find
what
any.
you're saying.
You're not gonna find any Cinderace plushies. You're gonna find a shit ton of fucking.
I
mean, you're gonna
don't
find them,
say that.
I mean, you're gonna find them. Look, TSS. Look, I'm talking realistically. You're gonna find a Cinderace plushie. They got to make a plushie of it. But you're gonna find a shit ton of Scorbunny. Don't even try to.
Actually, no,
compare.
you won't, because they'll all be fucking sold out.
I'm saying in the stores. I'm saying in stores, the odds of you finding a Scorbunny plushie versus a Cinderace plushie, they speak for themselves.
Right.
Also, as
Yeah.
you were guarding about the Ditto being next to Mimi, that might not mean much. And also, I don't want Ash to continue to catch only just Kantomon, please.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Let's diversify. Like, I'm really loving that Ash's team is really starting to look into a more, like, iconic team when you think about it. It's like Pokemon that have really resonated with a lot of fans growing up. Lucario, Dragonite.
Oh God, I could just imagine Lucario. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be the callback that a lot of people want.
Yeah, but if you're talking about callbacks, if you're talking about the callbacks of callbacks, there can only be, in my opinion, one key character. Honestly, this is how I feel. There can only be one key character, and the only reason why I'm saying this as how it is because I'm trying to find a way to delay time while I try to grab this image as we're talking. There is one key character that I truly believe only makes the most sense for Ash to get at this point in his journey. I don't know if you guys agree with me.
Charizard, get that shit out.
But let me show you this image right here. It's about time,
Yes.
boys.
Yes.
It's time.
Yes.
He's coming in
It's-
Sword and Shield,
He needs one.
and he's getting a Gigantamax, and Ash is going to show it off. And that's what's going to
Honestly,
happen.
Yeah. If there's gonna be any time to catch that Dunsparce,
It's now.
it's now. Yeah, definitely.
It's not good. It's
Who
It's
cares?
not good, but
Excuse me?
it
It's
might
not
not be
good?
good. But if we
Not
do
good.
get an evolution and a Gigantamax form for this guy,
Well,
and
again,
we're in for the
Gigantamax.
money. Yeah, we're in for the money with this.
You know what that means? More marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, the
Yeah.
design of this
Buy our
Pokemon
toys.
is very marketable if you think about it. Isn't
This-
this Pokemon supposed to represent luck anyway? Like the
Mhm.
concept behind it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, what was it based off again? The yokai. Shit, I forgot the name of it. Oh
Let's
my-
see.
Yes, I know I said
that-
yokai. I'm not
it's-
referring to Yokai Watch, but
I remember in black
I'm on
and
the
white.
fucking-
I remember in black and white that Dunsparce had slight competitive use because it can paralyze and confuse opponents. But outside of that,
yeah.
it's pretty barren.
Isn't it the Tsuchinoko or something?
Yes, yes, the Tsuchinoko.
Yeah, Tsuchinoko. Yeah.
Thank you.
Is it
That's the thing. That's what I was trying to remember. Yes.
Like that?
So
Tsuchinoko. Yeah.
yeah, it's supposed to represent some form of luck and whatnot. So I would think that this
Yes.
series, as we brought up just now, would be the perfect series for Ash to finally bring this boy back into his team. So we'll see what happens, though. But for now, folks, I think we will probably wrap things up for tonight, unless I'm missing anything else that we need to address, which I don't
Well,
think we
if
need
you
to.
look on Discord, hey, I'm not sure if you guys caught the summary for for this episode. That apparently is going to be championship
World
tournament.
Championship. Yeah, well, yeah, that's right because it said it in the image.
Yeah, it says here.
Yeah.
Allow me to read it then. This is the world tournament to determine who is the greatest at Pokemon battling. The Pokemon World Championships is a tournament to determine the best trainer in the world. It transcends regions and is open to all. Oh, this just got a lot more interesting from that
All Ash
statement.
loses.
So, with
Well, I
that
mean, if
in
you want to move
mind-
the story forward, Tyrone, yeah,
I
you're
want,
gonna.
I want him to lose. I want him to get his ass kicked too. I'm talking like ass kicked.
well,
To teach
if
him
you go-
humility. Like, yo, you're champion, but you got a
Jesus.
long way to go, bro.
I mean, like if he's going to lose, I want him to at least put up a fight against the champion.
No, I want him to get steamrolled.
No, you know what I wanted to
no,
get? I wanted to get the
Popcorn.
Lugia effect. Where it's like,
Lance and Leon have been champion long. Want him?
Well, yeah,
It takes
but
work to be at the top.
you don't know
So,
how much time passed since
You're
Sunny
only
Moon and
you're.
Pocket Monster.
But it gives people hope. It's like, dude, you're champion, but you only hit the surface, bro. Like that's
No,
the only. That's yeah. I want him to get steamrolled. I
No,
want him to
Lose to a line again. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
you want
don't-
another
I don't-
lawn situation, Tyrone?
I don't want
Which
no
I don't
wait.
think we'll
The
thankfully
loss,
ever get.
wait, that's not a bad situation. Ash came close. He was one shot away. Like
No, but I mean, like, just like,
Getting
oh, you
fucking-
think he's gonna come out as the winner?
well,
and then...
no, but this is only
Well-
the beginning of the series. I'm talking he'll make a comeback. Saying
Yeah.
right now he needs to get steamrolled. He
Okay,
needs to look.
here's my
Well,
theory. Like, if
yeah.
okay, I'll let you
Mhm.
finish first before I actually get
Go
into
ahead,
it.
Evie.
Sorry.
My bad. I was just going to say this. Like, if we need to set a set a groundwork for Ash's development, I guess that's a good way to approach it.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
we're only at episode. What episode is that?
Gonna be 12.
12.
Yeah, only episode 12. Yeah, he can get his butt kicked.
No,
Why
but see,
not?
what I want to see though, personally,
Mhm.
is I want Ash to at least, like, yes, he will get steamrolled, but I want him to do enough to where it gets the attention of the champions. Because the
Thank
whole
you.
premise of Sword and Shield was about the successors, if you think about it. The storyline was about who is going to be the next generation of the new
Mhm.
champions that will lead the future in a much more positive light, you know, because
Yeah.
Leon can be a champion for who knows how long, but
Mhm.
that eventually is going to have to go to someone else moving forward. So I want
know-
Ash in this fight to at least do something to where it catches Lance and Leon's attention, to be like, okay, there is something in this kid that we need to keep an eye out on, and that
But you know
leads
what?
to something. Go on.
Sorry,
Evie?
I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
No, I'm done. Go on, Evie.
No, you were gonna say it leads to blank.
No, just something great. That's all.
Okay, so I think what this could probably lead to, going with the current games, is that, with enough intention from Leon, hopefully this could lead to a recommendation to get Ash into the World Championships, and hopefully that'll set the foundation of Ash's character in this series, and that is to go for the World Championships.
Yes.
The problem with that though is that then the show, people won't care about the research part of the show anymore, because like,
Well,
who
yeah,
gives
I'm
a
not-
shit if Ash and the others are traveling? This is a more interesting
well-
plot.
hmm I'm not saying it'll happen immediately, but probably sometime in the near future, once Leon sees better potential in Ash, then that's where the recommendation will be given, and probably like somewhere like in the next season or next 2 years. That's where we'll see Ash in a
So
Galar
it's gonna
region.
be so
just
we're gonna
for example.
it's gonna be looking at an AG versus BF situation, which I would like to see again.
Oh,
I
dude.
wouldn't mind.
Oh, wait. Remember that gym that was being built in Vermilion?
Yeah.
What if that's also
yeah.
being used for this as well, like a setup?
Mm.
Because, if you got to
I
remember...
think they just wanted to do a call out to the video games. and
No,
put it out.
because, like, here's my thing on that, though. This was something that Sun and Moon did a lot. And because
poor
we're getting a
Lieutenant
lot...
Surge.
And also, yeah, who? But no, like, here's what I was going to say. Sun and Moon did this a lot with their series. And given that we got a lot of the people who worked in Sun and Moon to come and work into PM 2019, I would not be surprised if they brought this formula back again, where they introduce a lot of elements early on in the series that don't mean much at first, but have a significant meaning as the journey continues in the series. Like, that's what I think is going to happen. I think right now, what we saw, that construction right now, Tyrone, yes, it looks like something like as basic as a gym, but I feel like that's going to be like a stepping stone for Ash's, journey into getting into the Champions League and actually competing there. It's going to be on a smaller scale because, I mean, you can't really go bigger than Lance versus Leon, But, like, it's going to be a gradual build-up, and I would love to see that from this series.
We're hoping a lot out of episode 12.
Well, I mean,
that's one of the things that kind of scares me about the Pocket Monsters series.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people are really, concerned because it's like so far within these past few episodes, it's been mainly focusing on them kind of goofing around.
We held our heads up high for that whole episode in
that's
Rip.
the thing. Yeah.
Rip.
It still was a good episode, but yeah, rip to that whole hope,
Nah, it was boring to me. It was
really?
boring.
Now you
Yeah,
were
it
a
was
little more
boring.
on the positive side in the review, though. From what
I
I
was
remember,
positive about like the
premise.
weirdly enough, I was positive about the idea for the episode, not the episode itself. I think, like I said, this would have been a better Twilight Wings episode than it would have been a Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
episode.
you did say that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a better Twilight Wings episode than a Pokemon episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, whatever comes though, let's hope it's for the better.
And also, I know people have been, going crazy over the World Tournament, thinking that, hopefully there's more opportunities for continuation later on in the future. Because, as you guys know, for those Diamond and Pearl fans out there, that they want a particular pathetic rival back that they promised at the end of the DP series.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry.
Yes, exactly.
Oh man, I would love him. Or either that, or the guy who owns Pokemon. What was his name again? Kricketune?
Yeah, oh, you're talking about Nando.
Yeah.
Nando,
Yeah.
Now, he's
like
a worthy
Nando.
rival to come back, man.
Yeah, Nando was like a coordinator and a trainer. He said he wanted to do both, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Someone says we need Conway. Well, listen, man, you can't have Conway without Dawn.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Conway's too creepy.
No, you need it with Dawn. That's just how it
Yeah,
works.
because he's creepy, right?
Exactly. You can't have one without the other. That's just how it is.
Conway smells Dawn's underwear.
Whoever
Like,
said
he's creepy.
Kotetsu, how dare you?
Get the fuck out.
The
Yeah,
fuck
you
out.
just get out. Yeah, that's it.
Well, it's either that or the guy with the Darkrai. What do you want?
Oh my god, Tobias.
Tobias, yeah. You want
Hey,
Tobias or Kotetsu? That's the question.
Didn't the Twitter account actually joke about that? About the 4 Pokemon? Like what the heck the other Pokemon could potentially have been? Not too long ago?
Yeah.
I remember they made a joke about that where it's like, hey.
Yeah, they did. Pokemon tweeted all of Ash's losses. And then they tweeted about Tobias, and they were like, what Pokemon do you think Tobias would have chose after Latios and Darkrai? And I'm like, and then I think Lumio trainer Zach goes, we're asking that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
We should be the one asking you guys that.
tell
You
us
should
that
know.
shit. Right.
Ask
All
the
right.
riders.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right.
So, what do you guys
Okay.
say? Shall we go and wrap things up then for the
Yeah,
night?
I
Yes,
think
because
we
I got to
done,
give my
yeah.
brother his package before he starts
Yeah,
calling.
I think
me
we're
7,000
done here.
times.
All right then. Well, I'm gonna go and try to figure out how to unlock all the characters in Smash Brothers again before the character comes out. So that's gonna be great.
Oh, goodness.
Reset the game like 75 times.
I know,
Right?
right? Yeah, it's gonna be great because I put the game on into my Switch Lite, and the only ones I have on there are just the original 8 characters, and then the DLC. So that looks weird. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just make sure I just only unlock the third-party characters. I just want to see how it's gonna look overall, and then I'll
Alright.
get back to you on that with that image. But yeah, so what do you guys say? Let's wrap things up then.
Yeah, let's go ahead and end it.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's a good note.
Yes, so thank you everybody so much for being with us here tonight. In regards to the preview for next episode, it exists. And I hope that Ash catches Gengar, which I know is not going to happen.
I want Go to catch it.
You think Go would catch Gengar?
Yeah,
Well, okay.
Go needs more Pokemon.
Cole Howard is finally getting an episode, for her, so I'm happy for that. So we're gonna.
I
talk
hope
about that.
Koharu catches it on accident.
And she's going to be like, well, shit.
like Go tries to give her a Pokeball. And she's like, I don't want it, and throws it off, and it hits Gengar's head.
Immediately
Excellent.
Excellent. Yes, TSS Teddy. Excellent. He
No,
goes
wait,
like,
what? Who said that?
I want that to happen.
Yeah.
All right, we'll find out soon enough. We know that Go's also gonna catch a lot of Pokemon from Unova as well. If you see from the
Yeah, I saw.
Yes.
he's catching like the Darmanitan, the Sandile, Golurk, was it?
Golurk.
That one name that you can't say because it has
Cofagrigus.
that has the bad word in it. And for
Yeah.
some reason, the Silcoon is back again.
Yes.
Oh, it might have
Basculin,
evolved.
It evolved. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's really cool. They're actually gonna, utilize the Pokemon that they've caught
They
beforehand.
don't slack on Go's Pokemon. You see them in the background interacting with stuff.
Yeah, that was my concern a lot. With like a lot of the Pokemon that Go would catch would like not even appear on screen even for a second.
Yeah, and that's why Sakuragi made the pavilion. So
Exactly, and
we do
I'm
get to
very
legitimately see them. Yeah.
happy. I'm very happy for that. That makes me great to see that they're at least acknowledging all of the captures. So let's hopefully see them a little updated sometime soon. And I'm pretty confident we will if the Wurmple's gonna evolve eventually. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right. So thanks again, everybody, for joining us here. We had an absolute blast this week. Thank you guys so much for the amazing support. Like, we got like 60-something viewers at max, and that was incredible. So, love all the support you've been giving us. Make sure to follow these guys as well if you haven't yet on their respective Twitter. Make sure to also go follow Tyrone over on his channel at Tyrone the God 3. He's trying his
So we
best
can watch
to
him
get...
see the chicken sandwich.
Yeah, and also don't forget, because a lot of the commentary we do for video games are over on his channel, so make sure to check that out. Tune in tomorrow. I want to say we might be going with this. You guys want to attempt it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sonic randomizer.
All right, tomorrow we're coming back, boys. We're gonna go and do the Sonic randomizer
it's the PC
edition.
version, right? It's the PC.
Yeah, we're doing
right?
the PC because there's no other way to do the randomizer mod.
Oh
so-
yeah, because it's a mod. Yeah, it's a mod.
So I'm gonna go and download the game and everything and get that set up for tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a good time for tomorrow. So...
What the fuck just happened? It's gonna be like that.
Like,
Okay.
who did that? All right, so thanks once again. We love all of you guys, and make sure once again, as we brought it earlier today, make sure to love what you got with you now. It's always important to do so. So we'll talk with all of you guys later in whatever video we make. Take care, everybody, and as always, have yourself an awesome day. Bye-bye.
Donnie Arts, play on Linux.
You think you know me?
You think you know me?
Oh goodness.